Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Wake Up Sprints. Hope your morning's going well. It's been a productive one for me already, and hopefully it continues. Excuse me. Whew, let me double check something real quick. Okay. Well, it is Memorial Day weekend. Not Memorial Day yet. Hopefully that people are having a good day and that you have some plans. Let me know if you have any particular plans that you have for the holiday. I'm just trying to clean my glasses, y'all. Where's my cloth here? I don't mean if you wear glasses, so you know how it is when you have dirty glasses and you feel like you can't see out of them. Just that little bit of extra helps. It's like the world has opened. Whew. Let's see where we're here in the comments. Hello, Jaleesa. How are you doing, Miss Lady? Waking up? How is everyone? Oh, speaking of, I didn't send a link to my mom. Let me do this now. Yes, I got up early, which is awesome. I worked out. As you can see, I'm a mess. But productivity already. I will take that for the win, okay? Let me copy this link and go ahead and send to the family. How's your morning going thus far? Are you doing some stretching? Which is what I need to do because I finished my workout like literally 3 minutes ago, which is why I'm running late as usual, right? But I'm running late because I finished my workout and I wanted to go ahead and get some food here, which is what I'm eating here to get my quick breakfast in. But I am going to be stretching out my legs. Let me see, where is my mother on my, here we go. Got to get mom in the mix, but I'm going to have to call her later just to tell her, hey, check your text message. She doesn't carry her phone around, so sometimes it's difficult. So for breakfast, y'all, in case you're wondering, not the healthiest, I will say that, but I need to make another frittata because my other one is bye-bye, so I'm going to do that later today. A lot of things on the docket. So I have some leftover mashed up sweet potatoes, and I put a little cheese and some bacon on it. And then I have an apple. Something. And I have some green tea. So that is what I'm eating for breakfast. What is everyone else eating for breakfast? Oh my gosh. So you know what's really funny, right? Yesterday, well, let me backtrack. Well, yesterday, okay, I did some reviews, right? Book reviews, written book reviews, right? And then last night I woke up and for the life of me, I kept confusing these two books I read. This is why you have to slow down your reading, right? I enjoyed both of them. They were okay. But I kept okay, I'm verifying. I'm on my little reading planner here. I kept confusing these two books. You know how you kind of re-go over a plot in your head and you're like, why didn't this person do this? Why didn't this person do this? And I'm like, oh, I think I kind of transposed the reviews for these two books because I'm like, that ain't the plot. That ain't the plot at all. So I might need to go over that and figure out that I did the reviews wrong for these two books. The details just in my head were not adding up. I'm like, hold up. Why did I say that? That was in the olden times. I got it right in my head, but it was bothering me all morning long, y'all. It's just like one of those things that you're like, I'm sitting there working out and I'm like, hold up. But they were in this cabin in the woods, but the other girl was in an apartment. That don't make sense. It does. It doesn't make sense because two different books. Anyway. Jaleesa says, watch 3 episodes of the new Bridgerton series as a family. Good time. Oh, okay. I have heard great things about Bridgerton. Never saw it. I've been seeing some memes and some previews for it lately. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good time for you. I know you said that that was kind of your plan for Memorial Day too. Is that still on the docket? Too early, just sipping on water. Hey, you know what? Water gets the metabolism going, so nothing wrong with that. Tea is mostly water too. Mm, that's a good cup of tea. Mm, like a squirrel, I got a pocket of apples. Um, uh well, I hope everyone's had a good week thus far. And the weekend is not over. I know a lot of people have an extended weekend. I wish I have to work tomorrow, so that's all right. Somebody got to do it. Um, So hopefully, it extends out to continue to be a good good weekend for everybody. This is Sunday, so you have one more day. I personally have been doing yard work, which isn't fun. I will say that, but somebody's got to do it right. So we did that yesterday, most of the day. Well, yeah. My husband did a lot of like power washing the house and all that stuff. Stuff we should have done like years ago. It's finally doing it now. So better late than never. It's just very time consuming. Um, I did a lot more inside work. And today I'm going to do a lot more outside work. But we're going to do a few hours of sprinting, get some reading on. And then that's where I'm going to probably stay in these horrible workout clothes, unfortunately, because there's no point in putting on nice clean clothes when I already know I am going back outside. So that's okay. That's okay. Sorry, I'm just feeling this in the background trying to get something. Stop. Something going here. Stop. There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do a 45. I'm trying to get right at the 45 mark. Okay, well that's good enough. Whatever. It's like it's doing its own thing there. Oh, wow, look who we have. Hey, Miss Kiana, how are you
Oh,
doing? Hello,
ooh,
hello,
I,
hello.
ooh, I,
Hello, hello,
I'm tired.
hello. You what?
I said, I'm tired.
You're up early. You're at what, 5:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for
Mm-hmm.
coming. Much
No
appreciated. I'm trying
problem.
to fit the. There we
No
go. Whew. I'm
problem.
sitting there. I'm like, what am I doing? I like your hair. What'd you do to it?
Yo, it's just braids. They kind of old now, but
Oh, I think that's my
it's
first
the
time.
same
No, I don't
one.
think I have seen them. I like
Yeah.
the color. Looks good in your
Thank
skin
you.
tone.
Thank you. I gotta get them rebraided for my daughter's graduation, but
When is that?
uh, June 14th, 15th.
Oh, okay. You got some
Yeah.
time.
So yeah,
You got
I'll
some
do
time before
that.
you got to spend them dollars.
Huh? I
You said you
know.
got some time before you just got to spend the dollars.
Yeah. I'm not even sure what I'm wearing yet.
You wear a dress?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I have a dress somewhere. I have a dress in my closet, but I don't know which one I'm wearing. But
Do y'all get like real fancy dressed up when it comes to graduations out there?
no, no. I mean, it's just no, not like I'm not like heels or nothing. It's just that I actually need two dresses. So cuz they have the regular one and then they have like the black one. So
What? Backtrack? Go back. Explain that to me.
um, it's because she's going. Hold on, let me turn it up. She's at a PWI, but so they're gonna have the main graduation, and then they have like the ones for the black students. Like they have their own graduation, so she's going to that one too. So
Is that is that like specifically saying it's black, or is it just more of black
yeah,
people in that
yeah,
program?
it's like the black.
I
it's,
never heard that. What's PWI? What is that? A school?
huh?
What is
No,
that?
primarily white institution. So just like
Oh, see, I I don't know all these things.
No. Okay, so she said that's just basically what they call if it's not a HBCU, it's a
The daughters graduated
PWI.
from college?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking we're talking about high school. I'm all off. Okay. I
No, no,
probably know
no.
this and didn't think about
She's
it. I don't know.
graduating from college. She's at UC Davis. And yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
a
an
lot of the
HBCU?
schools they do that. They'll break it up. Huh?
Is that an HBCU? That's not HBCU, right?
No, no, no. No.
So is the black graduation like a specialty type, like informal that they do on their own, or is that
Yeah.
segregation?
It's kind of like when they do on their own.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she yeah. I don't know. I gotta see if they're doing any.
Does the school fund that? Or is that
No.
just their own
I
little
don't
thing, like a
I don't
party?
know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but they I gotta get some more information. But yeah, a lot of the schools do that. They'll have one, and then they'll have one, for the black students and stuff like that.
Hmm.
hmm
Do the other ethnicities do that too? Like
They
have their own?
might. I don't know.
Oh,
I
is
don't.
that like the you know how you have
You know how
like
they
the
have
Black
like
Student Council and stuff? Are they the ones that put it on?
yeah, yeah. You
Huh.
know how they have like different schools and stuff. They might. It might be something like that where they do that.
Hmm.
Different schools might have smaller graduations, but yeah. They're good. So hers, the real one, the regular one is
Uh-huh.
on Friday, I think,
Mhm.
and then the black one is on Saturday. And then
Oh.
we gotta move all her stuff out and come home.
Uh-oh. Now you got to make room for her. Well,
Uh-huh.
that's cool. More celebration, the merrier. Then, okay.
Yeah,
Then you got
yeah.
to bring gifts to each one.
I need to see if I can get somebody to make her one of those leis.
Hmm.
I don't know how to do that. I need to see about that. And yeah, I don't know. This is good. There's so much to think about. I'm like,
It is. It is so much to think about. Everything involves money that you got to shell out for.
and then her little boyfriend is coming, so he's gonna ride with us, and then her dad is coming, but of course he's not riding with us.
Is he in school too? The boyfriend?
He was. I don't know what he's doing now. I think he was in school, but not her school. I don't
Okay.
know what he's doing now, but yeah.
He ain't gonna try to do that. I'm gonna bring a ring thing, huh?
Oh no, no.
You're like you
They're
gotta
they're
you got
not
that
at that
degree.
level. They've been together since high school, but they're not at that level. I don't think.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. This child ain't getting no. She gonna graduate and come right home with us. She's like, I'm moving back in. She was like, I don't want to have to pay rent unless you guys are gonna pay rent. And I said, well, I guess you're moving back home.
I feel like as long as you're not causing trouble and you're either working or going to school,
hmm That's my
that's
only
always been
rule.
my thing that my mom taught us. She was like, as long as you're not causing trouble and you're working or going to school, no problem with being at home, you
Yeah,
know. But if you cause trouble, you got to get out, you know.
that's my rule. That's my rule. She's got to do. You got to do something. You got
Exactly. You
to
can't
go to
just be
school,
loafing. I think
but
that's the issue with some parents these days. I see, at least the ones I know. I'm not talking about everyone, but to me, I'm just like, kids these days tend to be a lot more lackadaisical. And
hmm
if you allow them to, they're going to get away with it because there's a lot more privilege when it comes to the internet, the things parents are willing to give their kids to make up for certain things.
yeah,
It, and also, they see a lot of examples of people that are able to just sit at home and make money, but they don't realize that that's not everybody. Some of those people that go viral, not everybody can go viral. I can do the same thing you do and you go viral and I don't, you know?
hmm
So don't bank on the
hmm
internet. I'm gonna be a at-home gamer and play PlayStation and get 4 million followers and buy this house. Okay. I
yeah,
don't know who else you gonna be at.
yeah.
Girl.
She's already got a job line. She's got a little, but it's a seasonal job. But she's already got a job here lined up,
It's a
and
start. It's a start.
I was like, well, she's like, but it's only. She thought it was gonna be something different when they
Mhm.
said it was like seasonal, and I was like, well, I mean, don't worry about it. It's just, it's just something, you'll get.
It's something. You got to start somewhere, and then have her pay a little rent so she can get some responsibility. It don't have to be a lot, but
Mhm.
you got to pay
Yeah.
something. So you have a little responsibility and learn. You got to shell out money for a living before she
Mhm.
got to shell out the big bucks on her own.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have her pay like one of the little bills, gas bill or something, and
Exactly. Yep.
but
I agree.
we're getting her a car. As a
Okay.
graduation present, not a new car. I let her know. I said, "We're not getting you a brand new car." Cause she's like, "What kind of car you giving me?" I
It's new
said,
to her.
we gonna get you the nicest looking used car that we can find, nicest, well run
Yep.
used car we can find, and you're gonna be good." And she's like,
We're gonna
"Okay,"
rock it.
and yeah.
And be like, if you have any money you can contribute to it, then we can up the
Hmm.
grade of that
Hmm.
car. But if you're not contributing any money, then this is where
Maybe
we're
we'll
at.
just have her pay for the insurance. Maybe I'll just have her pay that, and we'll get her a car. But
There you go.
yeah, that's that's gonna be fun. I just paid my car off like a couple. Was it last year?
Oh, and now you got in the payment. Are you gonna do payments or are you gonna do cash?
Yeah, we had to do little payments, but it's not gonna be. Yeah, it'll be all right, but
Nothing too crazy.
nothing to little
But when she
small
starts
little.
making good money, she can take over those payments, you know?
Mhm, mhm,
Okay.
mhm. Yeah, I think I'll let her do the insurance.
There you go.
Hmm.
Well, y'all look like y'all setting her up on the right track. You know, you got baby girl starting out good. So
Hmm.
everything's about what you do with it, I think, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, I'm
Yeah, let's
sorry. Am
see.
I too late? You was gonna start at 45. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. No, I just set up a timer.
Oh.
It's just a 45-minute timer.
Mm.
Let's see. Jaleesa says we're going to watch Furiosa. That's the new Mad Max, right?
Yeah.
Either this afternoon or evening, a virtual book club meeting, and the author will be there. Ooh, is that Women of Maduri, if I'm saying that right? Madurai? That'll be interesting. That's the it is Charlize Theron in this new Furiosa? Because she was in the other one, right?
Here's another one.
Yeah. Well,
We
that's
saw that
interesting.
one. We saw that one in the movies. I was confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what is happening? What is going on?
I don't know most of what's happening in those movies, so I take them as
Mhm.
independent. Because as a whole, like the whole franchise together, I just know it's a dystopian environment. How they connect,
Mhm.
don't ask me.
It was
Okay.
just weird to me. I was like, well, how is he having all the water? How are they still alive? I was just really,
Hey, it's a fighting for resources, right?
I was just really confused.
It just says good morning. Ben Farthing, the author. I found puppets living in my apartment walls. Okay.
How do you be finding these books, Julie?
It's fun titles, right?
She just be finding the most random books.
I mean, what I think didn't you have Patricia Wants a Cuddle or something? That
Oh,
was you? Somebody had a book titled Patricia Wants to Cuddle. I forgot what it's
mm-mm.
about.
Not me. Not me.
Hey, Nicole, how are you
Good
doing, Miss
morning.
Lady? Morning, morning. Different. I mean, our graduation be lit though.
Mhm.
Hey, as long as it's productive and they don't have any stupid stuff like you
Mhm.
shooting.
They don't even know who. They don't even know who the commencement speaker is gonna be. They haven't even announced. I was like, "Who is it gonna be?" She's like, "I don't know." And I went on
Girl,
the little page. They don't know.
I would bring my book. I bring my book everywhere, but I would bring
Mhm.
my book because there's more
Oh
sitting
my
around than
god,
anything.
they be so long. They be so
Hmm.
long.
All that for 2 minutes or 30 seconds of yay,
Low,
and then the rest
low
just sit down.
key, low key graduations are very boring. Low
They
key.
are. Bring a book. Entertain yourself, girl. I was following you, Kiana. Oh,
Mm,
with the black graduation.
with the
Okay.
graduation, yeah,
Do it that way. They do it that way because the rules of
yeah.
Congress doesn't
They
allow them
can
to express
be,
themselves.
yeah. They can
I did
wear.
hear about that. I've been seeing things online where they're saying they don't want people to hoot and holler, and I'm like, I mean, okay, I have seen people get very excessive, like they start dancing in the aisles and crazy stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Okay, that's kind of
No,
out of
I don't do
control.
that. All
But
that.
I don't see why people can't like woohoo scream and holler like that's what you're supposed to do
I
when
think
your
it's
person
because there's
go
so
across.
many people. I think that's what it is. It's more of a time thing. I think, but you know.
5 seconds, come on
Mhm.
now. Okay, but I have to send through this commencement address or 10 minutes or whatever for the principal and superintendent and other people I ain't seen in my 12 years of my kid going to college. I got to
Mhm.
sit through all that, but I can't hoot and holler 5, 10 seconds from a kid or from a
And this
family
year
member.
is even more special because these are the 2020 babies. My daughter didn't get her high school graduation because of all the stuff with
Some kids didn't get prom.
2019. Huh?
And some kids didn't get prom either.
Yeah, she didn't get her prom and
Yeah.
she didn't get her high school graduation. They did it like TV and like they showed their pictures.
Well,
So
that
she didn't
interesting.
have her graduation. So this is their first graduation. So, you know, this is yeah, it's a big deal,
And
you
then
know.
they also limit like the number of people. I think don't they have tickets? So you can't even
Yeah,
invite
it's
all the
only
people you really want to either.
yeah, it's only like four people, and my sisters were like, "Oh yeah, winter graduation," and I was real scared to tell them. I was like, "You know what?" I just finally had to say, "You know what? They only gave us four tickets,
You
and I
not
need you
going.
to babysit."
We'll see you at the house with the banner when we
I
come
mean,
back.
I said we'll have a party or something. I was like, but I only have four tickets, and I needed my sister to watch my
Yeah.
kids too, because I couldn't even take I
Mhm.
couldn't even take the other kids, and I was like.
See,
I
low
was like,
key, I'd be at the house. I with your
for
sister.
the
I'd be
now
like,
see
"Phew."
for the black graduation, you can have more people,
Yeah.
but the regular one is only four. And I was like, do your dad have to go?
I mean, I will say this: if he did some contributions,
He no,
he didn't pay nothing.
he didn't pay shit.
Oh well, girl, I would
He
tell
didn't
him the
pay
wrong
nothing.
date then.
That man, I'm surprised he even know what school she at.
Ugh. That's just like them dads that ain't been around all my life, and then they call you up and be like, "Oh, I hear you're getting married. Can you walk you down the aisle?" No.
On a on a serious note though, I was like asking my other kids because I was like, what y'all think about changing your last name back like to my name last name? I was like, because I gave them their dad's last name. And I'm like, what do y'all think about changing your last name to mine? Because I feel like it's like not fair now. Like he has all the legacy and it's his last name. And
Mm,
me and my husband were doing all the work. I know it's kind of petty, but I
that's a
don't know.
whole can of worms right
Hmm.
there. What the
Hmm.
kids say?
Mm. My daughter was the oldest. She's like, well, I would, but I'm already getting my degree, and I don't, want to change everything over. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's what the oldest said. My daughter was like, sure, I wouldn't mind. And she's like, Dad's gonna get mad, and I'm like, okay,
And I'm already
and
upset too.
and okay, he can be mad, and I'm just like. And I was like, well, it's just something I was thinking about. I hadn't really looked into it. I was just like, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it because you gotta spend all this money and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just something I was thinking about. But
Yeah,
no,
that's
he can show up, and all that stuff.
tell him in advance. Don't be coming up here empty handed, okay? I'm just letting you know.
He's probably gonna bring her like some flowers or like um $20 or something.
No, girl, I thought we keeping it real up in here. What?
he
$20 and some
he
flowers? I can do that. And I
he
raised her.
I'm just like, I mean, he said he was gonna show up,
Is he
you
one of
know.
the people that say he show and he don't?
No, if he says
Oh,
he's gonna come, he's gonna come. Now
okay.
he might not stay for the whole thing. He might leave a little early. Um, you know,
Okay.
or I don't know. He might have even made plans with her to take her somewhere after. I don't know, but he just I don't know. I
It's
don't
the
know.
men folks, girl.
I don't
At
know.
least he around, like to at least she can recognize and call him up. Cause
I
nah.
mean, she.
Okay, we won't go there.
See,
I
no,
kind of
it's okay.
know. Hey, I
She,
grew up with one of them. Okay,
he's
but I
he's
didn't have his number at least.
he's he's around enough
uh,
to what the hell? Oh, that's the sound of this. He's around enough to be around,
uh-huh.
but
But he
you
ain't doing
know,
nothing.
exactly,
And what's the
exactly,
point?
exactly. It's like he's around enough that I can't say like he abandoned her or anything, but like what are you actually doing? But I can call him up and say, hey, can you come get them? We have to go away for this, for the weekend or whatever like that. I can call him and say, can you get the other kids? Like when I needed him to get the other kids for the competition. I can do that. He'll show up, and he'll
Okay,
do
that's
stuff like that.
something.
But if it's like, oh, I need some money to pay for XYZ, he'll say, okay, I'll see what I can do, you know, and he might come through with it. He might not, but he'll he'll try. So
Okay,
he's not totally a deadbeat. Do I feel he could do better? Oh, yeah,
okay,
but I can't. He does just enough so that I can't say that he's a deadbeat. Let's
okay.
put it like that.
I mean, I mean that's better than nothing than just saying kick rocks because you never know.
Right.
You be in a bind and you may need them to just sit with the kids or something. And sometimes that can make all the difference of that one time they did something that they came through. But that ain't
Mhm.
enough for me to act like we all dap and cool on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Nah, man, nah, fam. So hey,
Any, honestly, any beef I have to him is, well, I do feel like he could do more,
Mhm.
and and it was because of how our relationship, ended and
Yeah,
everything. And he did apologize for the things he had done to me in the past, and stuff like that. So I, I'm trying to just move on from that. I've accepted his apology and stuff like that.
yeah.
But you know,
It's been years. You
this is
gotta
what
let
it
it
is.
go, let it
Yeah,
go.
no,
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we
I ain't
all need
mad
to
at him, but
move
I do be making little jokes and stuff.
on. It'll always be a sore spot, but hey, it is what it is. At
Yeah,
least he around. I hate when people act like they just because we not together. I'm saying we like this is me, but I've seen it enough. But
mhm,
we ain't together, so you just abandon everybody, including the kiddo. That stuff burns me up. Or when people
mhm.
praise men because, ooh, at least he showed up for his kid. I will die on that hill of you will not get praised just because you showed up.
You know what? It was so funny because my daughter had showed me something. Somebody was interviewing him for something on like YouTube or something. I think he was trying to be a rapper or something. This man older than me, trying to be a rapper or something.
Wait, your what? Your ex?
Yes, and,
Okay, okay, keep going.
and they were interviewing. Somebody was interviewing him, and he was doing something, and he was like, "Yeah, I got a daughter that I'm putting through school," and look me. I was like, "What?" We still laugh about that. I said, I wanted to go into the comments and say, "What?
Oh, too bad that
You
wasn't
got a
live.
what?" Yeah, I wanted to say, can I cuss on here? I wanted to say,
Girl.
N word, what? You got to,
Man,
and
people
now,
like to take praise.
and now every time it's a money thing, I'll be like, he can't because he putting you through school.
Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's like when we have project at the house, right? And I'm telling other people about how, I did this at the house. My husband would be like, "Yeah, well, we did this," and I'm sitting there like, "Hold up, you were playing video games while I worked on that project for five
Wait,
hours by myself. Well, when did we come in the mix? Like,
you're
I don't
like
want to be rude, but oh, you can't take credit for something I did."
you, you like I'm trying to get you to clean your closet out still, sir.
Exactly. When I cut down that bamboo field in my yard, I didn't see you with bruises on your arms for 3 weeks.
That's like when the guys be saying, "Oh, we're pregnant." I'm like,
Where did the we come in?
"We,
You already
she
did your part.
pregnant.
The rest is mine.
Your contribution was minimal."
Exactly. Wasn't even worth all the effort. I'm kidding. Anyway, let's get to these comments. Nicole says, "Good morning to Jaleesa and Lachette." I think you did spell it right. Oh, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Good morning, Nicole. My mother name. And I used the incorrect too.
Oh.
Right. We're not judging. He's going to be there. I said I tried to be on my best behavior while the author is there. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Ask him why he decided to have that crazy title. Cut the speeches and let us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're celebrating. Some of these kids, this
Mhm.
is their only graduation they're going to have, like high
Mhm.
school. Hell, truthfully, in middle school, if they still do those, that might be the only one some of these kids may have. Okay, let us
Mhm.
celebrate. Jaleesa says graduation is so long and stressful. I ask people for a live stream link to the graduation and their gift registry. And if they have a party, send me an invite. I'm not sending three. Exactly.
Oh, my
Like,
little friend is having a party too. My
yep,
little
go to
friend.
the party. See,
Mhm.
back in the day, they used to let everybody, and I know they've been starting like even before COVID, a lot of places were limiting the number of people that could attend.
Good.
Now with COVID, they definitely do.
They
But
need to.
yeah, I
They
ain't mad
need
at it.
to.
Like I don't, like I have this friend that will volunteer the drop of a hat. Somebody that she met 10 years ago's friend of a friend's grandma died or something, and she's all about going to the funeral and crying and bringing her Bible with everything's highlighted on it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going. Like, so I'm the same way. Like,
You don't know them people.
no. Yeah,
Mhm.
don't invite me to go sit someplace where I gotta sit for hours and I don't really know any of the people and stuff. Like I need to be vested if I'm going to
Mhm.
somebody's graduation or funeral or anything like I'll go to a wedding. Okay, hey, let's fine, let's go. But
Mhm.
graduations and things like that, it's like I don't want to just sit around for. I mean, I got my book, but nah, I'm good. So you need me to babysit the kids, Kiana? Okay, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good time. I'll be here when you get back with the cake. You
Yeah.
know, we'll need. And then
Yeah.
gifts. Oh my gosh, why do people always my baby graduating? And okay, so I'm supposed to the next thing you know start shelling out money for a gift. Like my nieces and nephews, right? Okay,
Mhm.
I was giving little gifts, sending them in the mail or whatever. I got 15 nieces and nephews, and I think now it's like three, four, one, two,
Oh.
might be five at this point. Everybody's starting to pop out other babies. At least four great nieces and nephews. Anyway, but anyway,
Mhm.
I don't speak to my nieces. They don't call me. I go down. They don't even. I go down to Texas once a year. They don't go out of their way to come see me at all.
Mhm. Oh, I have two great
But
nephews.
yeah, see, there you go,
I'm
popping
gonna
out
say
stuff,
that's it.
right? But next thing you know, here's the link to the registry for the baby shower gifts. Here's
Mhm.
the link for the Cash App for a graduation gift. No, call me a hater, and especially with the kid thing. I will say I'm a little bit of a hater in that, but because I could have given them things I had here. But even for those that I contributed, I didn't even get thank yous. Like my brother's kid had a baby, can't really
Mhm.
afford it or whatever, and then my niece had a baby, can't afford herself, much less a baby. I sent $100 worth of diapers and wipes and all this stuff.
Ooh.
I never heard anything, not a thank you, nothing.
Aw.
I was like, you know what? That's my bad. I learned my lesson. I was like, I'm not sending nobody no more gifts like that. I'm done. Don't. When I get them cash app requests, I
Mm-hmm.
ignore them. I ain't talking to you, so why all of a sudden now I got to shell out dollars for you? Call me selfish, whatever.
Oh, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all my little nephew, my great little nephew. Hold on. Let me see. That's my that's my nephew
Oh,
and his wife and they baby.
cutie. Got the little
That's my
overalls.
nephew. Can you believe it? I'm like,
Cool.
when did y'all grow up? And then let me show y'all my niece. Shit. But I got two little great nephews.
Yeah, we had a new one we just got a few months ago. Name's
That's so
Cash.
cute. Hold on.
So we got hold up. One, two, three, four, five. Oh my gosh, I think there's six.
That's
Hold up.
my niece
One,
and her
two.
son.
Ooh. Cuties,
Oh
cuties.
no. They sister and brother. Oh my, and that's they little they little yellow babies.
Hey, you know what? They there.
My
I'm sitting
little
in my head trying to count how
I
many
need
I
to
got. I
see
think there's
them.
eight. One, two.
My little one is close. I should go over there and visit. I'm gonna go pick him up. Be like, bring me that baby. I'm gonna go get him. And then my other one, he's in Texas. So I'm gonna see my babies.
That's the best thing though. Be that auntie. That's what I want to be. I want to be like an honorary auntie, grandma to some kid that I see.
Low
And
key,
that's the issue. I don't see like on my daily basis. There's nobody I know that has kids.
go get one of them nieces and nephews. Go
Well,
pick
they're
them
in
up.
Texas though. That's the
Oh.
thing. Yeah, and I'm not there. So maybe when we move, I'll be around other people that got kids. But that's
Mhm.
I like kids. You know, I've always been on the fence about them having them myself, but I've always wanted to be around kids. But since I moved, I'm just not really around. Nobody has kids. And all
Mm,
of my friends don't have kids or don't want kids.
mm.
So nobody's hurting in that department, you know?
My friends have little kids. Me, so because mine are all big. So my bestie's kids are little, 7 and younger. And then my other friend, her babies are like, she got a baby and a 9-year-old. So,
There you go. Go hug and squeeze on the baby and then give it
hmm
back. That's what I'm talking about. That's the life right there. I even bring you a little gift.
go get the babies.
Cole
Hmm.
says, true. Jaleesa says, nerve to ask someone to bring me back a program. Yeah, I don't need no program.
No.
Because the only person I
You
care
know how many
about in that
programs I
program is the
got from
person.
stuff? I
Say
got
again?
so many I said, you know how many programs I have from just things?
Yeah, they just sit around till you throw them away. I'm
Mm-hmm.
already decluttering. You know how much paper I have around here? Paper products. I'm like, why?
Hmm.
Like, I second guess now. Do I need this pamphlet? Do I need this? Do I need this whenever I go places? Because my husband loves to pick things up. It's like, we don't need that. You're never going to read that. Leave it for somebody else. Don't need it.
I
Don't
don't
need
even get the programs from these dance competitions. You know they charge after all that money that we paying for. They charge for the programs. I
it. Yeah.
bought one program and I didn't even. I was like, never again. Nope.
Because isn't it colors and then ads? That's how they sell
Hmm. Well, how are
get
you charged?
sponsorship.
You, I mean, they don't charge for the tickets to get into the dance competitions, but shoot,
Oh, really?
costumes, solo, all this stuff we're paying for, and then like the most recent one where she won title. Okay, so they have their own category, and she goes, "Mom, can I go for title?" And I was like, "Okay, that's like the best, I guess,
Uh-huh.
in her category or something." I don't know. I don't know how they do it. And I was like, all I know is it was $45, and if they lose, you don't get that money back. And so I was like,
Whew.
this time I was like, all right. Um, but the last time she didn't win, but this time she won title, and I was like, okay.
Yay.
But still, it's like I'm essentially paying for the trophy.
Yep.
And
Everything's a
if
money
you, like I
grab.
say, if you don't win, you don't get it back. So it's just like,
Yep.
but
Yep.
and then they want to charge 11, $12 for a program.
Yep.
Not to mention the merch. It'd be like t-shirts, 20 something, $30. $40 sweatshirts.
Yeah.
It's all cheap stuff.
Yeah, but you're gonna shell out, girls. Like Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's a dollar. But you know, yep.
Mm-hmm.
When you mentioned paying for the program, I already knew that. I used to watch Dollars and Tiaras.
Mm-hmm.
That show's wild. But yeah, they charge you because they put ads
Mm-hmm.
in it and stuff. Like they sell to local businesses ads. They can,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, but
No,
everything's how they pay for it, girl. So
it's
bring your
crazy.
dollars. Bring your
It's
dollars.
a lot.
People shouldn't send graduation invites. It should be known that the only
Yeah.
person who
Yeah, because
wants
you
to
can't
go
even
is the person
go.
who asks. Yeah,
You can't. Well, for
you
the most
can't go.
part, you
What's
can't even
the point?
go. Yeah.
I
I
don't
never understood that. What?
Me
Why?
neither.
I think it's kind of like dry begging for a gift. You know?
Yeah, I don't understand the whole idea of sending a graduation invite. Like a lot of people, like I never did graduation invites. I did
Mm.
like which I don't know. I'm not big in
Announcement, I get
formalities.
it, but
I didn't even do that. Like I have
I
pictures. You
don't
know,
think
you
I
get
did
to
that
grad
either.
pictures. That to me is right there announcement enough. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
graduating. Here's my graduation picture. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Did your daughter buy a like a class ring too? You know, a lot of people do that.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
didn't either.
no. She's just got her little things. She might buy one of those kafiyas to wear to stand with Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
Trying to see if she's gonna get one. I told her. Let me show her. This is what I said I was gonna wear to her graduation. I'm
But
gonna show you. I said,
baby father neck. Baby father neck? What's baby father
she,
neck?
she's saying I'm like talking about him, her dad.
Oh, okay, I get you. Hey, you got to keep there. Keep them in line.
Nah, he don't get no passes.
You can't give too much grace. You can't. It's even with current spouses. You give them too much grace and act like everything's cool, and then they start being an a-hole again. Like I
Hmm.
just,
Yeah, because as
it's
soon
like
as I
waxing and wane. It's like being someone on a roller coaster or someone that's constantly on a cycle. It's coming up and down. It's just annoying. It's like, why can't
oh
things
I
just be even
deleted
kilter?
it. Oh, I deleted it.
Oh, for your outfit?
Uh-huh. It was like an American flag dress kind of. I said, "This is what I'm gonna wear to your graduation." She was like, "What?"
Girl, she be like, "No, no, no, no. Hey, Bree."
She was like, "Absolutely not."
$20. Nah, he can't get a ticket. Just send him the live stream link. Yeah.
I wish I could. I wish I could.
Exactly. Send
But
me the live stream link and tell me kind of exactly the time frame because I'm not going to even sit that through the whole thing. I just want to make sure I don't miss baby girl. Okay, that's it. Be
Mhm.
like, look, she comes in at about the 2.5 minute mark or 2.5 hour mark. Cool. I'll be
Nah,
back.
that's her daddy, so I guess he get to go.
I get it because you never know when food come through, but he better come through with more than $20 on graduation. I know that, and some
I'm not
flowers.
counting on it. I'm not counting on it.
Okay, I wouldn't count on it, but
I'm just like,
he gonna hear my mouth later if he don't.
I don't.
Just saying.
That's look. Whatever he give her or whatever, that's on him and her.
Yeah, that's true.
That's, I gave him the information, and
Well,
actually,
she
I didn't see it.
recognizes though, like
Oh,
how
she
he is,
knows.
though, right? So as long as
She
as long
knows.
as you educate her enough that she recognizes, because the example he as a man is setting
Hmm.
for her is the example she takes with her soul when she goes and finds a spouse. So as long as she's aware of what energy he putting out and what she should not be accepting, then it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never told them lies about their dad. I may, I'm not one of the people who only said good stuff. I may have said it at an age appropriate level
Mhm.
the thing, but everything I've said about him is true. So I've never lied about him. So when you have to, it's your responsibility. If you don't want people to say things about how you are as a person, like you are responsible for that. You, if you want people to say good things about you in your life, in your
Mm.
legacy, you have to be good to people, you know, if you want them to say good things about you. So everything I've said about him was true. It was, and that's on him.
Mm.
So if I've told the truth about you and you don't like how you are, that's your issue because
Girl, I agree on that
that's
one.
the story you wrote in my life.
I hate when you have people that are that way, that they don't want things, they don't want you to say or view them. It's not even saying, sometimes it's just viewing them and thinking of them in a negative light, but they're not
Hmm.
going to do anything to get out of that negative light. And they recognize in moments of clarity, they will admit, yes,
Hmm.
I am doing such and such.
Hmm.
But you're still getting mad at me because I think you're a piece of POS. What are
Hmm.
you doing to correct that POS? I can't. What you? Okay, it's like you're someone living on the street, but you want me to think that you're a millionaire, but you're still
Right,
living on the street. You're not trying to get out of it. Like, it's like
right.
I can't deal with folks like that. I just walk away. I just can't.
Hmm.
I'm firmly rooted in reality, or at least I try to be. I'm a realist, sometimes to a fault. Sometimes it's kind of rude. But I
Hmm.
don't mean to be, but I just, I don't like people blowing smoke up my tail. I've had that too much in my life
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
had to accept too many bitter pills in my life with grace to where now if you're not, I just don't want to deal with fluff.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
just bugs me. I still deal with that too much on a daily basis, and it just bugs me, you know. But hi,
Hmm.
Miss Kata, how you doing? Hello, hello.
Hi.
Everybody says hi to everybody.
Oh,
Miss,
everybody's popping in.
awesome.
Hi.
People are waking up, waking up.
Mhm.
Vanessa's been putting off going to walk the dog. Got
Oh.
distracted. I miss my dog walks. I was talking to my husband the other day about that because my ride or die, my dog, his name was Chase. Oh, he drove
Mhm.
me nuts. But he was ride or die for a walk. Like, hey, it's
Oh.
hot outside. You want to walk 2 miles? He's all
Oh.
right. And then he died last year, right? My
Oh.
current dog is a little Maltese. She will run outside at a heartbeat as long as it's not raining. But as soon as she
Hmm.
gets on that porch, she turns right back around.
Oh no.
And she
She's like,
don't
that's
go very
enough.
far. I'll go out to the car to the trash, and she may come out maybe because she likes to be all up beneath my husband half the time. And she'll
Mhm.
act like she wants to go for a walk, but then you go do it, and she's like tongue all hanging out like she about to pass out. So I
Oh.
don't take as many walks because I'm by myself, and it's still I feel like it's still like a sore spot that
Mhm.
he's not there.
Oh.
But he was a pain in the butt, though. My household is definitely quiet without that fool around. It's like,
I want
man,
a dog. I want a dog so bad.
you don't have any pets at all?
We have to move. We have to when we get a house.
Yeah.
That's my husband said when we get a house because they want to charge like a crazy pet insurance here. It's pet
Mm,
friendly, but they want to charge crazy amount like $400 or something. And I
yeah.
absolutely not. Unless that dog is a show dog and bringing in some money,
Yeah.
then no.
I feel you on that one. And it could be that it could be like a poodle, a toy poodle or a chihuahua, and they still want to charge. Yep.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, so
I
we
agree.
don't have to wait.
Yeah, I agree. And they do that for houses if you rent them too. So that's one of my things. We're talking about selling our house and we need rent. And I'm just
Mm,
like, I'm not trying to be paying three, $400, $500 for this little tiny dog.
exactly. Exactly.
Mm-mm.
I'm not. Mm-mm. But I want one. We're gonna get one.
They're
I
nice to
hope.
have. I like dogs better than cats. But if you give me a little obnoxious little cat, I may like it. But I don't
Hmm.
like shedding and stuff. That's the
I'm not
thing.
a cat person. I don't
I'm
care.
not much of one either, but I could be.
Hmm.
I could. We had three. My husband had the cats. His family's full of cats. I had the dogs, but now we have our one little doggy. She's spoiled. Vanessa
Hmm.
will be back later. Says hello.
Vanessa got a book haul. She got like 50 books. She got a book haul video.
I've been hearing about that.
I
Ooh,
was watching it. Her.
goodies in there.
Thank you. That's my
Nephew.
nephew. He remind me when my son was born. He looked kind of like my nephew when he was like my son looked a little bit like my nephew when he was born, and I always reminded when I look at my son, be like, oh, he looked like little Alex.
Yeah, it's nice to see those little resemblances. You'd be like, oh, I want a mini me.
Uh-huh.
I had to put my little pictures away the other day. I was like, oh, look at me. I was like, oh, close that up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like a spitting image of my mom. So I don't know. I
I
guess I
don't know
could think
who
of
I
that
look.
as
I look
well.
like my big sister. I look like my big sister who is their mom.
Yeah.
Um, I look like her.
It's crazy
Okay,
how genes run so strong.
so
Lisa said, don't be around people with their hands out. I
I
agree.
don't know if you could see. That's their mom. That's my oldest sister. I don't know if you can tell. I look like her,
I can't see.
and
Let me take me out. Hold
yeah.
up.
Oh, can you see? Okay, so that's my big sister Erica. That's my nephew and my niece's mom. I look like her. So yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting when you see families and it's like everybody looks alike. You know, when people be like, I don't know, I was thinking of Maury Povich. Is it Maury Povich? You are not the father. It's like, yeah, you are.
And sometimes I'll look at my other sister Allison, and she looks like our mom, and I would be like, "Oh my God, you look like mom." When my aunt came to visit like years ago, she started crying because she was like, "You look like your mom," and she started crying because my sister looks so much like her.
Yeah, it's
It's
nice to
crazy.
see your family and yourself, see
Mhm.
where you belong. Hey,
Mhm.
Lunacia, how are you doing? Put the graduation, wedding, funeral programs in our photo album. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we can keep them in there. I can see that. I try not to keep any of that paper stuff now these days, though. But yeah, I can see that.
Mhm.
Nasia's
Ooh.
baking bread. Ooh, what type of bread? Went home from Oslo several hours earlier than planned. Took the train
Oh.
for 8. Came home to with my partner making breakfast and coffee. Ooh, there we go.
Ooh.
Taking care of you as soon as you get in the door. I likes that.
Oh, you were up early.
I know exactly right. Hey, it's good to be productive though. Like I got up. My alarm was set for 7. I think I got up at 7:30
Mhm.
because I wanted to work out before the day got started. So it's nice to get up early. Not every day, but it's nice to get up early. Hey, Ellen
Well, I
Luna.
could be up early because tomorrow I don't have no work.
Hey, that's always good. Yep, get to sleep in, right?
Mhm.
Graduation announcements are nice, especially for people you don't see often, but even those can be digital with
Yeah.
the option for the other person to buy them. That's true. That is true. And then you get a folder. That's the thing about digital stuff. I do like having it's just like books. Like, of course, you want a big, nice physical copy of a book. I got this from the
Mhm.
library too, but I don't think I'm gonna read it. Where sleep
Mm.
will fly.
I've seen that one.
Huh?
I've seen that book, but I don't know
Yeah,
what's.
the cover's cool, but I don't know. It's YA. I don't think I'm gonna read it. I've been trying to find spoilers. Nobody's trying to spoil this book, okay? If y'all know anybody who is spoiling it on BookTube, because I've tried to look up web pages and nobody's
You want to
spoiling.
see what it's about?
Yeah, I want to know all the little details,
Oh,
but
okay.
nobody. I haven't seen anybody actually spoil it. I think
Mhm.
it was a group read for some people in discussions, but I haven't. I forgot who they were. um, But anyway, yeah, but you gotta put the digital stuff in a folder. Uh, Jaleesa Kiba and Nicole.
Hello.
Hello, hello, Joanne. Is it Joanne or Joan? I always say Joanne. Let me know if I'm right.
I think
Joanne or
it's
Joan?
Joanne.
Well, what are we reading? Working out. Done working out. I'm gonna sit here and sweat in these sweaty workout clothes, truthfully, for most of the day because later on I'm going outside to do yard work if it don't rain.
Okay.
What are you going to be reading, Kiana? Or are you just gonna wake up?
I'm reading. Oh, sorry. I'm reading Soichi.
Soichi.
Hold on. It's that book that Bree was talking about in the
Oh
store.
yeah, the middle grade, right?
Yeah, the manga. It's a manga. It's like a horror manga, kind of. Okay, I'm trying to find the cover. Oh my god.
Are you doing digital?
Yeah, it's on my Kindle.
Do you like that versus like for comics and manga? Do you prefer digital versus
I
paper?
do.
I mean, it's easier, but I don't
It's
know. For some
it's
reason, in that format, I prefer paper.
it's well, I mean, if it's black and white, then it's fine. I guess it's black and white. I don't know how to. Now all of a sudden my Kindle don't want to act right.
My Kindle has a hard time picking up graphics, but on my husband's iPad, I can see them. So I
Hmm.
have to use his if I want to do graphics. I don't know if it's because maybe my Kindle's old. I got the old Kindle
It
Fire.
might be okay. Wait, where's okay? I'm gonna, but it's this real creepy kid, which I'll talk about it later. But I don't want to. I just feel like okay, it's so,
Let me get me out of here.
and he's got like nails in his mouth. I don't know if you can see it. Um, but it's like he's a real creepy kid. And nails like that you nail pictures up on the wall, like nails in his mouth. Um, Here's the thing. It always be like a parent with like a creepy kid. They not saying nothing. They are not explaining why he like that. They are not it's like the parents are like oblivious to the fact that this kid is creepy. And like he got like creepy stuff in his room, like and the parents they're not even saying nothing about it.
So he's not switching off and on being creepy. He just that all the
He's
time.
just creepy all the time. Like he just be in his room, and they be giving him like shaved ice, and it'll be like red flavoring on it, and he'd be saying it's blood, and they'd be like it'd be like I guess it's strawberry syrup. I don't know, but the parents are just either oblivious to the fact that he's a weirdo and he's got this and he's terrorizing the cousin, which I don't even know why she keep going over there. But anyway,
Is he
they
killing
keep
people?
spending summers over there. But he's just a weird kid, and it's just like nobody's addressing it but the one little girl, and everybody else is just like, oh, that's just he's just in his room. He just likes to be alone.
Is that his name, Soichi?
Yeah.
Oh, hmm. Maybe it's some other backstory. Is there another book?
Probably. I don't know if I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna read and see where it goes, but it's just
Is it a mixture of stories or is it
yeah,
just
it's
like
different.
one?
It's different little stories.
Oh,
You know. Uh-huh. But yeah.
hmm. See, I like one continuous story. That's the thing. Sometimes I feel like when they jump from one topic or whatever to another, I get lost in the sauce.
No, it's all him being weird, but it's just like, okay, they went for the summer and
Mhm.
then somebody got hurt. Then I guess they went back home. Then they went back next summer. It's like that. Then it's
Oh, it
winter,
jumps around. Okay.
and it's just, if I was a girl, I'd be like, Mama, I don't want to go over cousin Soichi house because he's strange. I don't know why she keeps going over there.
She may be strange too. Keep reading. Maybe something will
She
come out
might be.
about her.
She might be.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Let's see. Hey, Elena, how are you doing, Miss
Good
Lady?
morning,
Good morning,
Elena.
morning, good morning. Hey, Alan,
Hey,
how are you
Alan.
doing? Hello. Joanna. Oh, now it's Joanna. Did I
Palace
say
of
it right?
Desire. Ooh.
Going to be reading Palace of Desire. Ooh. But first, getting dressed to sit outside. Oh, I would love to sit outside. That's why I'm going to rush. We're going to get out of here before noon for sure. We're going to do one sprint, by the way, in case y'all have not known. We're going to do one 45-minute sprint so we get out of here sooner than later.
Sorry.
And then I'm going to do outside work if it don't rain, which it look like it might. And then I would like to sit outside too. Palace of Desire sounds ooh, but it probably isn't based off Nicole's reading, but I could be
Hmm.
wrong.
Yeah, it don't sound. It's probably not what we thinking of.
Exactly.
Nicole don't read stuff like that.
Yeah, let us know if we got some Spice Girl in the house. Okay, maybe
Mhm.
there's a little vintage spice. You never know. Classic spice. Nicole says hi to Ellen and Elena. Elena just woke up and getting a bad headache
Oh,
because I just woke up now about 2 minutes. Oh,
oh,
Elena's in your time zone, Kiana. So yeah,
okay.
it's early yet. Take some breathers and drink some water, okay?
Mhm.
Keita is battling laryngitis.
Oh, you
Oof,
have
oh my
laryngitis.
gosh.
Oh,
So videos until June was still reading.
oh,
Hey, I had that girl. It just came out of nowhere. So I feel your pain
mm,
on that one,
that is
and it gets
so.
worse before it gets better.
Oh,
But you got it. You get over it quick. It's just, it's a few days of drink
hmm.
plenty of water and use it as your excuse to not do too much, but be around baby girl. Julie says hello to everybody. Nicole, hey. Hello, hi. Cursed Bunny or an arc I need to read. Ooh, what's the arc? Or read Cursed Bunny. That already sounds good already.
Oh, excuse
Kita's reading a buddy read with Jaleesa called Direwood. Okay, I have been hearing about that. How y'all enjoying Direwood? Fully rooted on reality. Ooh, never heard of that, but it sounds kind of fun. Miniature Schnauzer Angus.
Oh,
Oh, I like that name, Angus.
mhm.
They got them big long faces. Elena just went to the library, got 3 books, different library in West Valley. Oh, you went to 3 different libraries? That's what I'm talking about, okay? Elena is library rich. That's always
Huh?
good. Yeah, I got my 2 library cards in the physical library. Between that, I get all the stuff I need.
Oh, nice.
Ellen says I'm at my library a couple times a week, get free copies. Hey, that's
Mhm.
always good. I got to hit up the library today too. We're doing a buddy read of Perfect Peace, which I am re-picking up today because I'm going to start it later
Mhm.
this week or beginning of next week. Elena
Unshrinking.
started reading Unshrinking Hoe to Face Fat Phobia. Okay,
Huh. Okay. I
that's
have to look that one up.
interesting.
Is it called Unshrinking Hole or is it just called Unshrinking?
I'm all over. This is a lot of going on. Let me know by Katie Manny. Kiana, you look that up. Let us know.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up because I need to know.
Kita is reading. I've read the book. Which book did you read? Oh man, I lost track of where I'm at. Okay. Which book did you read, Kita? Let me know again. Help Build Better. Awesome,
I
awesome.
think she read the book you were holding up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought we were talking about Perfect Peace, but I was like, huh. Okay, yeah. Oh, this one. Yeah, a lot of people were reading this. What's it? I don't know. It's like last month, I think, is where I even heard about it. I think on Princess's channel she mentioned it too, and so I picked it up because I just liked the cover, and it was sitting at the library, and I thought about reading it, but the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I'm only thinking of reading it because other people were talking about it, not because I'm truly interested.
Oh, oh, it's unshrinking how to face fat phobia. Not, I,
Oh, that's a
I'm like an unshrinking how.
whole nother thing. Okay.
Okay, okay,
I
all
like the
right.
throws
I
for a
don't. You
loop
can't really
here.
see it, but unshrinking how to face fat phobia. That
Okay.
Kate man. Okay.
So that's a nonfiction.
Yeah, it looks like it's a nonfiction. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
that looks pretty interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us know how to shrink fat phobia. I like that title.
Mhm.
Jaleesa prefers digital because you can zoom in on each panel on the manga. Yeah, that's true. I can
Yeah,
see that. I don't know. I think
it's
it's
fine.
because like a lot of times it doesn't fit on the screen.
Hmm.
And so I'm always like moving it back and forth
I
so I
think
can
that's
see
might be
everything.
your Kindle.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I can't even on my Kindle, which is
Uh-huh.
bigger than my husband's iPad.
Uh-huh.
So I can't normally get it on there. So then I have to go to his iPad. Like I've only really kind of gotten graphics. No. Well, I've gotten them from NetGalley, but also from the library. But either way, I couldn't open them on my Kindle. But I can open
Oh.
the app on, I installed it on his iPad and I can open it, but it's smaller. So it doesn't normally, like if it fits on the screen, it
Mm-hmm.
tends to be a smaller image. And, I'm
Mm.
blind. So I'm like, or doing this. And I'm like, that's too much work.
I like them on there. I like them mostly because the size of like you get through manga so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's not financially feasible to buy them. I know they're cheaper; they're usually like $10, but you just get through them so fast that I don't want to spend the money to buy mangas and be done with them so fast.
That makes
And
sense.
so it makes sense for me to get them on my Kindle or you know. uh,
No, I completely
But
understand
people
that.
collect them, and that's I mean, that's their choice.
No, I understand that one. I would get them from the library, so they're
Hmm.
free, but then it's still the
But then the
interface.
library be limited too on which ones they have. So yeah.
That's true, especially if you're trying to get like a whole series.
Hmm.
That could be a
Yeah, you got to
chore.
wait. Yeah.
Be like, we got 1, 3, and 7, and
Yeah,
the
that's
rest
how
are checked
mine
out.
is. It'd be like random ones. I'm like, who is checking these out like this?
And you could be putting it on hold and they don't even have it. Like, okay, here's a good example, right? My library said it had this graphic novel called Destroyer by Victor Lavelle, right? I
Hmm.
put that sucker on hold. It stayed on my holds for 3 months before it disappeared because they don't even have the book.
So how are they putting it on? It's
It's a
just a
glitch in
hold in
their
case
system.
they ever get it.
Yeah, that wouldn't even be the first time that they had something that they said they had, and I'm waiting on it and waiting on it. And that's how I know if it says I'm the first in the queue because it tells you where you're at. I'm
Yeah.
the first in the queue, but it's been 3 months. Like
I'm
nobody
the
has
first
it.
in the queue. I still got what you lies my teacher told me.
Uh-huh.
I'm still on first in the queue on that one.
They probably don't have it.
They probably don't.
Yeah, that was a good one though. But yeah, they probably don't have it. They probably it just came out though too. So
Mhm.
'cause I got it, yeah, because I got it as a NetGalley arc.
Okay.
So check to
Oh,
see
okay.
if it's on order
That makes sense.
because a lot of these books are still like newer books. They maybe intend to get. So it is good though to go ahead and put yourself in a queue so you
Hmm.
can get it. Because I remember when So Let Them Burn, when I first found out about it, I went
Hmm.
ahead and put myself in the queue for that. And I was the first person to get it when they got it because it said on order.
Okay, that makes sense.
Otherwise, you'd be waiting a minute. Some of these books, you wait too long, you'd be like, dang. Especially digitally, some of these books, it's good to put yourself there because they'll tell you like I think when it's a digital hold,
Hmm.
you can't put it on hold, but you can put a notify. And then they send you, at least with my Libby, then they send you, hey, we've acquired this book, but you need to be checking because by the time you be like, hey, okay, now I put it on hold, now you're already 8 in
Hmm.
line. So that gets kind of crazy. I jumped on, I didn't even say what I was reading. Um, this book here I started yesterday. That Willow Smith Jess Hendel book, Black Shield Maiden.
Oh, I didn't know she wrote a book. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was
Hmm.
on Ashley at Bookish Realm, y'all. Good channel. She had a live stream. Oh my gosh. What was it? A few weeks ago? Was it a month maybe? I don't know. Where she was going over, Ashley works at a library. And so she has access to a system that tells you a lot of newer upcoming releases. And I can't remember if it was just for that month or if it was just upcoming in the next few months or whatever. But anyway, that's when
Hmm.
I first heard about this book. And
Okay.
I already know people were going to say some stuff because she's Will Smith's daughter. But anyway, I like the cover. But I went
Mhm.
ahead and, listened to the list that she went through, and I wrote down some books. It was a lot of us on that live stream, and this was one of them. So I put the audio and the um
Okay.
I put it on Libby because my library didn't have most of these, like, maybe because they weren't coming out yet. I don't know. But anyway,
Mhm.
for Libby, and Libby came through with just the audio, which I
Okay.
prefer to have something, whether an e-copy or a physical copy, in addition to the audio. But
Mm.
the e-copy, they said 14-week wait. This
Oh
one was like
yeah.
3, and then this came through yesterday. So I guess I'm gonna just audio book it.
Oh, excuse me.
And she narrates it too. It's not bad. It sounds kind of YA-ish, but I'm enjoying it thus far.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll see what the hype's about it. So we shall see. Okay. Anyway, let's get through some comments so we can do this sprint. Thank you, JK. Soichi is weird. I think I made it 50% through. Is that before DNF, or are you just 50% through?
Mhm. Yeah.
Eat me too. John, do you enjoy reading? Yes, let him know. Jaleesa says he does voodoo style stuff. So weird. The cousin isn't the brightest.
Yeah.
So Ichi booby trapped the hallway so she'd fall through a hole. I think he wants to kill her.
Yeah. He
And
be
she's
saying
like,
she's gonna be, I'm gonna get her. She's gonna be so scared and stuff. He's acting like he's offended that she's scared of him, but he's doing creepy shit. You are being weird. So and he's like, I'm gonna make you really scared. Like what?
and this is
What's
middle
wrong with you, sir?
grade?
Huh?
And this is middle grade?
I don't know what it is. I
I
don't think
would
it's
let
middle
my
grade.
kid like read that book.
No, I don't think it's middle grade, but like what, sir? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kita is a Star Wars fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
Epic fantasy and sci-fi, no
Yeah.
romantasy. I want some romantasy. It's been a minute since I read like a romance book.
Oh
It's
no.
they bore me. I want to read that Haunting Adeline series. I keep hearing it's like a
I
dark.
have it, but I have it on my Kindle, and I can't. I haven't started it.
I keep hearing about it. I think Neva talks about it a lot, and every time I hear it, I'm like, I need to add that to my
You
list.
know it's smut, right? Okay.
Yeah, but I hear it's like dark smut,
Yeah,
like you
like
are mine.
kidnapping or something. A stalker, I think it's a stalker.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's the type of stuff I used to read before BookTube, and I'm like, ooh, it's been a minute since I read something. I'm your daddy. You're 50. He's 50 or 40, and she's 18, and
Oh,
read you now.
oh,
He's like, yeah, let's breed.
oh! I didn't know that.
Okay, my reading is definitely better since I joined BookTube. I'm very happy. I have refined my palate to something
Okay.
cheesy, but I still enjoy it. I will say. I hear Haunting Adeline is a lot more of a refined palate in the smut arena, though. It's not
Mhm.
super cheese, but
Mhm. Mhm.
interesting. Lunacia says, I'll bake my bread during the sprint.
Okay.
Dough is ready to be made into loaves.
Nice.
Oh, I like you are doing it from scratch. That's awesome. Should I call you a Lunacia, or should I call you Elin? I think that's your name. Laryngitis is going to take
Oh.
2 weeks. Oh, man. Yeah, it does allow you to recover slower. Well, take all the time you need, girl. Good time for reading, right?
Good
Hello,
morning.
Keisha. How you doing? Pretty much at the library every day. I'll go there every day sometimes. It depends on what's going on. But yep, I love the library. Fantasy and mystery, occasionally contemporary romance, writing sweet bakery romance books, working on my bakery rivals, work in progress.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I gotta get JK book too. She's a writer.
there you go. That's some good stuff in the mix, huh?
Mhm.
Bakery romance. Sounds like cozy, sweet on you. I like that.
Mhm.
Really cute story. Love to read your bakery rivals. Sounds cool. Ooh, okay. Give us a title. Give us a title. Well, it's in progress, right? Uh, it smells like maybe my husband's cooking something. Smells like it's burning though. With lots of free manga on there. Ooh, oh, there we go. Here's one. Web comics.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Second ad, webtoons or tapas, access web comics. Oh, y'all know all the stuff. Okay. Also, if you don't mind, digital lots of public libraries across the country allow you. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. I agree. I got two of those. My library here be coming through for sure, and I got
Yeah.
one for Texas. Because before I used to pay for audio membership, and then I stopped. I'm like, between these two library cards, I'm good. I get almost everything
Hmm.
I want. If I don't, then there's other things I could get. Maybe different models for their copies when
Uh,
so speaking as someone who has access to the library side of Libby Marketplace. Yeah, but you know what? Libby messed me up the other day though. It said it was a book I had and it said I could read it. It's just, you know how with Libby you can send it to your Kindle and read it on there?
uh-huh.
It wasn't a Kindle version though. And that was the first time I encountered that you couldn't send. Now, if there was a send to Kindle option, but it didn't work. I kept getting an error message, but you could read it on Libby. So I just wound up reading it on the Libby app. AQ, IG, Twitter, website people use to fund their passions using Ko-fi to commission character art. Ooh,
Mm.
okay, we got a whole system going on. Okay, y'all. Remember JK up here. Got dressed to go out, sit outside before it gets too hot, too late.
Oh.
See, it's the hotter the better for me. So each you just taking one short story at a time. Are these stories long, Suichi? They sound like they would be short.
No, not
No.
really. Mm.
I don't want to read Honey Outline because I did enjoy Does It Hurt? Is that the same person? I don't know who wrote
I don't think so.
Adeline. I just know I want to read it. When? I
Maybe
don't
called
know.
Luna.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look. Luna's good. Oh, okay. There you go. Elena says alive. Oh, okay, Elena. I'll stop by. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get to this sprint right here. Okay. 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 Humid. It's humid where I live. God, I love that humidity. Just makes you sweat. But
Oh, it is.
do not take a shower prior to.
Okay.
Oh, dear. Elena says it's almost 7. Okay. Okay. Same person that wrote. Oh, okay. Too dark for you, huh? Yeah, I hear it's definitely dark romance in those, but that's can be fun too. Okay, y'all, we're gonna do this 45-minute sprint, then talk a little bit, and then get out of here. Okay. Happy
Okay.
spring. Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone? Hello, Miss Jaleesa and
Hi.
Keon. How are y'all
Hey, good
doing?
morning.
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on in the
Hey,
house? Let me turn this down so I can hear you. Say it again.
Who, me?
Oh,
You
yeah.
hear me?
Jaleesa, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. Well, thank you for joining us, Miss Lady. How was your spritz?
I finished one story in Curse Bunny.
Curse
It's
Bunny.
different.
What is Curse Bunny about?
It's a short story collection.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is
hmm
that
Yeah.
horror?
It says horror, but it's not. All of them aren't horror. That's the thing. Like they're like weird horror. You know, like the last story that I read, it was a little bit like I Robot with the robots trying to take over. You know. So like that could be horror to somebody, but it wasn't horror to me. I was just like, okay. Like I feel like AI is already doing that now. They're trying to take over some things, but yeah, it was interesting.
So it was a mixed bag of
Of
like
stories.
sci-fi type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sci-fi horror.
All
Yeah.
right, that's good. How'd you go, Kiana?
I took a nap.
Oh
I think I'm gonna actually hop off because I'm feeling nauseous.
Oh no,
no!
So
it's,
I don't
it's too
know
early in the
what's
morning.
going on. But
I'm
I think I'm
getting
gonna
up.
go back to sleep.
You have woken the day up. I see the lights coming in, and now you're gonna go back to sleep.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
man,
glad
yeah.
you
early.
had a holiday weekend, girl.
But thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Much
Yeah.
appreciated.
All right,
Bye
Jalisa,
bye.
I'll catch up with you later.
Alrighty. You have a
All
good
right,
one.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, she wakes up pretty early to come here.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I didn't actually have an issue with waking up early today. I woke up a few hours earlier and I was just in my thoughts. I'm just
Same here. Yeah. I'm at my sister's house, and I was laying there just looking at the ceiling. Both of us were like, I gotta pee. And she's like, yeah, I gotta pee too. I was like, well, I don't want to get up. So we just laid there for another hour. Hmm.
yeah. Just keep running through random stuff in my head. Just
Things that need to get done, what's going to happen this week, what's going to happen next week. Yeah.
Mm.
Always thinking. I'm waiting for the day that I have nothing to do.
I would love that. It'd be nice.
Hmm.
There's always something to do. Sometimes I just don't do stuff because I've been like I'm a big fan of preparation and doing a bunch of like if you have something that's a big project, compartmentalize it into smaller projects so it's not overwhelming. I don't live
Hmm.
with somebody that's like that, and so it's just stresses me out because it's just you get into the realm of a bunch of all little bitty things. Like, you ever have projects that are most like partly done but never done completely and
Hmm.
revisiting stuff? It bugs me to see stuff not completed. Just
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh my god. Girl,
One
I'm
day at a
just
time, one project at a time.
yeah, but it's like yeah.
There's so much that got to get done at the same time. So I know, I understand. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
it is, but it's not always your like you're not the only one responsible stuff. It's one thing if
Hmm.
it's you. Like, I can get stuff done with just me by myself. Like, I have no problems with that, but it's the idea of adding in other people that kind of don't recognize that they have like a pattern, and then in the end you wind up being the person that's like helping, and it just bugs you because you're yeah, whatever.
Hmm.
I don't want to go
Yeah.
through. I'm in a bad mood. Let's scribble beside that.
You feel
It's
like
not
you're
a-
thinking for more than one person.
Yeah, I
Right.
just
Yeah. And it's like, not
I just
today.
yeah, I just perceive the way some things are going, and it's not going to be good, and it just bothers me that that's just kind of
Mhm.
where it is. So, but
Yeah.
whatever. I'm trying to get this moving stuff done, and it's just taking way longer, and I foresee it taking even longer with a bunch of chaos. But I'm the only one that sees that. So, but I
Right.
just
It's like,
yeah.
why aren't you worried? I'm worried. Let's get this stuff done. I
Yeah,
get you.
well, some
It'd be
people are
like
only
that.
around for like the fun times, and it's like it's not all fun. Not to say that there's no
No.
value in other people helping. It's just that, like, if you have 10 projects that need to be done, right? But you
Hmm.
on most of them, another person has like three or four. They obsess about those three or four, but you have the other six
Hmm.
that the other person's doing. But I don't like the idea that you got to come back and help the other person with the other parts of it.
Right. Because you
That
already
tends
got the
to
six.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
it's the
I have enough
nature
on
of
my
where
plate.
we're at. Huh?
I was just like, I already have enough on my plate. I'm gonna need to add your stuff too.
Yeah, but it's not. But sometimes it's not even the physical of you doing it. It's that mentality, like that mentation of it too.
Hmm.
It's just like who wants to think for somebody else all the time too? I don't know, girl.
I
I'm in a
know.
foul mood. I just
Yeah.
whatever. It is what it is.
It's part of
Things
life.
will get done. Yeah, it's a part of life. So
Hmm.
but it is nice to
Unfortunately.
see some progress. I've seen some progress lately, and there's more progress than I've seen in years. I just get
Mhm.
frustrated and depressed of seeing things that it's taken forever, like that has been known that needed to be done, that you talked about that needed to be done, that
Mhm.
didn't bother to get done. And now
Right.
that you're like trying to sell a house and get rid of it, it's like we could have been living in this nice thing this whole time instead of putting all this efforts towards somebody else's in.
Right. Right.
And that said, don't manicure it to death for somebody else when you didn't do that for us.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
whatever. Anyway, but I did go try to attempt to make that frittata and realize that all the eggs are gone. So that pissed me off too. Yeah, girl, we had a
So
whole container because I had 3 cartons at a time. And I had a whole friggin' container, I thought, last week of eggs. And I go and make some at this Sprint and realize that um there's no eggs. And I'm like, okay, well, there goes my breakfast plan for the entire week.
dang.
I
Are you
didn't
gonna go to the
realize,
grocery store?
girl, I'm not going to the grocery
Oh,
store on a
you
holiday
can't go to that. Well,
weekend.
you can go to there if you wanted to, but you work tomorrow, so
Yeah, but I don't like to go around the holidays because everybody and their
mm,
mama's up in there.
yeah. But
Although
you
some
just going to
people
get
may
some
go away, but
eggs, you know?
huh?
Just hop in. Are you just going to get eggs, right? That's it. You don't need to get the vegetables that go on a frittata.
I mean, if I'm gonna go to the store, I'll probably get some other stuff too. But the only thing I need or wanted was eggs. It's fine. I can adjust. It is what it is. But it
What are
just
you gonna eat?
wasn't my plan,
Right,
because
right.
I
You
bought
were looking forward
eggs
to it.
so I could make the
The frittata.
frittata that I do for, meal prep. So I'm not like I eat healthier for breakfast when I have pre-planned stuff.
Mhm.
And so that's the reason I make the little meal prep frittata thing. But anyway, whatever. Whew.
Well, what are you gonna eat then?
Huh?
And so, what are you going to eat
I don't
since
know.
you don't have a frittata? Did you eat something this morning? I feel like I saw you eat something this morning.
Yeah, well, I had some sweet potatoes the other day, and
That
so
sounds
I
so
made
good.
some mash. Like I keep it pretty simple. Like my sweet
Mhm.
potatoes, I had mashed them, like I boiled them and mashed them. So this
Mhm.
morning I pretty much put like a little like bacon and some cheese on it. Just
Mm.
simple. I just
Mm.
used what I had, but I've been
Mm.
eating on that for like 2 or 3 days because I didn't have a breakfast made.
Change it up.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Normally, I
Right,
would
and
have my
eggs
little
are gone.
frittata. Yeah. So I only had that because we wasn't eating it for dinner or whatever. So I was like, well, I'll
Mhm.
just eat this for breakfast because it was a lot of it. So sweet potatoes are good for you. It's a superfood.
Yeah.
So I figured I would just eat a little bit of that until it was gone. Well, that's all gone. I had planned to make a breakfast frittata and I cut it up and put it into little bowls and have it for the week.
Hmm.
But we don't have any eggs, so I can't do that.
It would have helped if somebody said, "Hey, we ran out of eggs." My husband does the same thing.
It
I
would
don't
be
find out
nice.
until I pick it up, and I'm like, "Why does it feel like there's only two eggs in here?"
Well, I could
What am I doing
physically see the little container thing with the no eggs, but like he's been making because we have this little egg maker thing. So he's been making a lot of like hard boiled eggs in the last 2, 3 days. But
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize that that was using up all the eggs. So, like I said, we had 3 containers. So, whatever. Anyway.
You're like,
It's the assumption that people think more about you than you think or would think about you like you think about them, and that's wrong apparently.
right.
So I
Mhm.
shouldn't worry about it, but it is what it is. But
Hey.
anyway, that's why I didn't make a frittata. So I was trying to think of something else.
Hmm.
I did find this little TikTok recipe though where you mix up Greek yogurt with flour of some sort, and then
Hmm.
you roll it in everything seasoning, which I do have, and put it in the air fryer for like little bagel balls.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
try that. I'm
that
gonna try
does
that.
sound
It's
cool.
simple, easy, straight to the point.
Yeah, and I got some Greek yogurt last time I went to the grocery store, unless somebody ate that, to make that. So maybe I'll do that. But I try to
Yeah.
limit like carb stuff in the morning, which the sweet potatoes definitely is that. But
Mhm.
I try to do that so I could, Anyway, whatever. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm in a bad mood.
It's okay.
Something happened at the sprint, and I'm just in a bad mood. So let's stick to the
Oh,
book
no,
stuff.
I'm gonna try not to laugh so much because you know me, I just be all giggling.
No, you're good. You're good. You're a bright, shining light. I like
Oh,
that.
so I was surprised the dog
Jalisa
came in.
says, same person that wrote Adeline. Oh, yeah, that was before. Elena,
Look
I
at Meg.
completely got sidetracked and did not go by your channel at the sprint. She was saying she was live, and I
Oh yeah,
completely
she
forgot to go
did.
by. My bad, lady. My bad. Well, we're not going to do another sprint. I'll be getting out of here shortly,
It's
so
the
I'll pass.
one and only sprint.
Yes. Hey, we sprinted, right?
Right.
Vanessa got from a walk, real hot outside,
It
just took
is
a
hot.
nice cold shower in the dark, and it was so relaxing. Ooh, that
I
does
was
sound
with you
good.
till you said the dark, Vanessa. I'm not taking no shower in the dark. No, ma'am. I'm scared she's gonna snatch me up. Mm-mm.
See, I don't know about the dark, but I will take it without turning the light on,
Mm.
so it's just
With the
natural
door
light,
open.
but pitch
Yeah.
black, no.
Yeah, no, I
I gotta
can't.
see.
I gotta see my everything.
Jaleesa's like, I'm not gonna just feel.
Yeah.
Well, I took everything out my shower and sprayed the whole thing down because it's disgusting. So
Mhm.
I gotta clean it
You do
before
that
I get
today.
in it to take a shower. So
Yeah.
we shall see. That's the best time though, truthfully. And that way you're
Mm.
the first person to take a shower. Because don't you hate when you go, like you put your foot in it, you clean that shower, and then somebody else comes right behind you, and you're like, hey, I wanted to be the first
Yeah.
person to have
Like
the
I
food
just cleaned
in
it. Mhm.
there.
That's why I'm waiting until tomorrow when I go back home. I'm gonna clean the shower, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna get in the shower. So I'll be the first one with the best.
True.
Same with the toilets. I want to be the first one. I just
There you
cleaned
go.
everything because it's like they don't really. Well, I know my husband in particular. He don't really realize how much effort it takes to clean stuff for
Yep.
more than one person. So I'm just,
Yep.
let me enjoy it while I can.
I think they always assume it's easy because we don't complain.
Oh, I'm gonna
And it's
complain.
like, I'm not a big fan of complaining about stuff that you can't really do
Control.
anything about. So just
Mhm.
do it. Like, okay, bills suck. I get it. Just
We
go
gotta
and pay
pay
them.
them.
Like, sit down and
Yeah.
do it. Wash the dishes, clean the toilet, clean the shower. Like, there's no use in me complaining 10 minutes for something that takes 5 minutes to do.
Right. When you put into
Yeah,
perspective
well,
how much time it takes. I mean, I don't know. They
exactly.
taught us that in high school. I forgot what class I took, but they were, they made us do this like time bank exercise. So you got 24 hours. You're in school 8 hours. You sleep 8 hours. So that means that you have another, 8 hours to do whatever you want to do. So if a task only take 5 minutes, why are you putting it off? It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. But I know it's a mindset thing. Me, if I turn my mind off, I can do things, but I'm like worrying and thinking about how I'm doing something thoroughly, then it's gonna take me
Mm,
longer to get to it. So
yeah.
I understand. It's a mindset thing.
Certain things are mindless activities too. Like cleaning could be a mindless activity. So can like washing dishes. Like if you have to decipher of where things go and bring new things, that maybe not so much. But other things we do all the time are mindless activities. It's like bathing,
Mhm.
but
Right.
it's like people put such a big chore on it. Like to me,
Mhm.
I'll put on like an audiobook sometimes and clean. That's like a really good thing for me because I
Mhm.
get my book in and then I kind of, ignore the fact that I'm doing this. But
Right.
I just believe in taking care of it. Like I don't like to hear people complain. To me, to each his own, but to me it puts me in a bad mood of just hearing people complain all day, every day about the same thing that you're not gonna change. Like at work, right? I hear
Mhm.
people complain all the time and it bugs me. Like my husband, not my husband, my boss is like, I never hear you complain, Courtney. And I was like, I mean, I have my moments, don't get me wrong, we all do, but
Mhm.
I don't go around complaining all day about this and that and policies and crap because we're not changing anything. Like,
Right. It's like what you gonna do about it if I do complain? So it's like I might as well
exactly,
just keep my words to myself.
exactly. And
I get
it
you.
don't shine a good light. Like definitely in work environments as well too. People listen more to some people complain than others.
Mm.
And then other people that complain, the ones they don't tolerate as much, is like, why are you complaining? And it's negativity. But I didn't heard this girl complain for forever, you know? Like I had this
Mhm.
one coworker, every time you turn around, this is stupid. Like that was her words. This is stupid. This is stupid. Like
What?
you a 50
And
something
she
year old
says it
woman
out
going around
loud.
talking about, yeah.
How long
And
has she
I'm
been
just like,
working there?
really?
Because that's crazy to me. To call
Yeah,
like
it's
if you
yeah,
don't
it's
like it, go get another job. That's how I feel.
exactly. And I don't like to be associated with people like that. Like we have this other
Mhm.
girl at work that cusses all the time. Filthy cussing. I hate it. It's
At
like
work?
for one, I'm not a person that likes to be around people that cuss a lot. I think it's bad juju, it's bad energy. And people that cuss and complain all day, it's negative things. And you're
Mhm.
bringing that bad juju and energy to me that I don't care to be around.
Mhm.
And not to say, like I said, we all have our moments. I'm not trying to be a prude or nothing, but I'm just saying if that's your demeanor all day, every day, you might need to look into why you're doing
Right.
that. Like maybe you are upset about something that you need to fix, you know? But
Mhm.
I'm just saying we have this one girl that is just all the time. She just had a potty mouth and she loud. Like she talks real squeaky, real loud. And but she cusses all the time, like
So
F this, F
why?
that. And I'm just
She don't.
like, I'm
Maybe her
doing
vocabulary is limited. You know how some
it
people
could
that.
be, but the thing is, I'm guilty by association by being around you.
Yeah, because they're
And
gonna
I
give you
don't
folks
like
like that.
that look
Mm.
because they may tolerate that more than with her than with me. And I don't want to be associated with something like that when, maybe they're looking at layoffs or I don't know. But
Yeah,
I,
yeah. You
yeah,
gotta be
it's
careful.
yeah, I don't need that energy. It's like somebody that wakes up in a bad mood and is yelling and cussing with everybody around them. I don't need to be around that. Like
No.
that's not who I am. Like I don't wake up just wanting to fight the entire world, you know?
Right. Waking up on 10.
Yeah,
It's like I
exactly.
just woke up. Why are we upset? You know, let's be thankful that we
Exactly.
woke up another day and just get up and get started. But again, it's a mindset thing. You know,
Yep.
I got you though. I don't like waking up upset. That's why if I wake up and somebody starts something with me, I'm like, it's not now. It's too early. Like, let's wait.
Exactly.
Not
Girl,
now.
I get you. Sometimes my husband wakes up like that and I'm just like, I'll stay in bed until I feel like he's over it. Like back in the day, like it used to be, because okay, so back in the day, and it's like, how somebody else's routine throws you off. Because I'm
It
kind of
happened to me.
methodical in the morning. It's how I get things done. It's the same thing of when I am going to work. Like I pack my lunch the day before. I just got to take the bowls out the fridge, but I lay
Mhm.
out my bag. I lay out my bag. I have a routine. That's how I get things done because when you're going to work, especially early in the morning, like myself, it's about getting up and getting out the house, right? Getting
Mhm.
out the door. I don't put a bunch of other excess stuff to distract. He operates differently, and that's fine. To each his own. I'm not trying to tell him how to be, but don't put that on me. But
Mhm.
he used to inquire with me about things because he loses things all the time because he's not methodical. And so he's like, oh, where's this? Where's this? Oh, help me with this, help me with that. And it would throw me off of stuff to where I would
Mhm.
forget things that I had. Like, and I'd be like, one day, I got to work and I was like, I forgot my lunch on the
Because you
counter.
was busy talking to him. Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens.
exactly. Right. Now he works
Mhm.
from home, so it's a whole nother different ball game, and he's still in bed by the time I leave. So it's different. But back in the day, I used to just like be like, don't ask me for anything the day before. Like don't, or if there's something in the morning and he's asking me for something, I'd be like, I can't help you. And I would leave. Like I don't
I'm the
want to
same
be
way.
associated
Yeah, because it throws
because
me off track.
exactly, exactly. I
Mhm.
just
And there's
yeah.
no hard feelings. I mean, I always have to explain it to him. I'm like, I'm not hollering at you.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my husband. I'm like, but you have to understand that like my mind is trying to get to another place.
Yeah.
And you're asking me something you could have asked me the night before or the day
Yep.
before, you know? So it's just it's
Yep.
agitating.
Yes. Well,
But
you
it
got to
happens.
figure out your dynamics. It's the same thing when it comes to, like working out. Like that's important to me. I'm trying to get a little bit healthier, all this stuff, right? So that is part of my morning routine. I try to wake up early. Sometimes it don't work, but regardless of when I get up, that is my routine. I get up in the morning and I make working out my priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
I recognize he won't say it, but I recognize that, hey, he probably wants some attention or whatever, but it's like, this is my priority. Okay. I don't need your comment. He's better. Before he used to, whatever. But anyway, um, I work out. So I make that my priority. You're asking me stuff. I'm like, no, I'll address it later. Because before I would
Right.
stop and then it's constant, hey, can you come? No, I don't need this routine to be out longer than I need it to be. I don't want to work out to begin with. I do it because I feel I need to. I don't really want to.
Right.
So me stopping to get you stuff because you don't know where you put stuff is not helping me. I'll find it later. It was lost before you. It was fine for you. But it's the same thing with like, so I'll put in my audio thing because even somebody coming to talk to me during it kind of disrupts or anyway, girl.
Really?
I try to, listen to some music or listen to my audiobook so that I can just kind of tune out everything else,
Everything
because
else.
otherwise it's
Yeah.
a constant like disruption from
Mm-hmm.
what it is that I'm trying to do, but
Right.
I think some of that's just a man thing, that you're doing something for you and not paying attention to them to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do this comment? Oh, I did. Hello, Mary. Stopped in to say hi and click the like button, drinking my coffee. I got some cold tea, I think. Lukewarm. I haven't seen Paul lately. Readers Retreat. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't. And he's usually on there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he got busy. I've been on and off. It's been so much stuff going on here. My mentation's not right, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been busy, so I don't know. Maybe I've just missed them or whatnot. But I know Mary's always in there a lot with them, or in the chats.
Right.
Hello, Paula. Not reading. I have a child napping on me currently. That's a bear hug right there. Okay,
Right.
keeping you company.
The softest of pillows are up here.
Girl, watching Criminal Minds. Oh, the horror. I've never seen Criminal Minds. Have you?
Me either. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
There's
here's
a
a good
lot of
stuff.
TV shows I need to. I think it has a lot of seasons. That's maybe why I didn't pick it up.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't go
already
this.
far behind.
Exactly. Don't need to catch up. I'm the same way. Christina says, good morning, Kiana and Chad. Got my coffee and hug the like button. Give it a big old hug and a punch. Good morning, Jaleesa. Luna says, iRobot is science fiction and it's a classic among science fiction short stories. I've never thought of the short story as horror. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but you have the horrific fallout from technology. So I can see how it can be horrific.
Right.
Horror is definitely in the mind of the reader and the watcher for sure. Because I've
Exactly.
seen some things that, like a good example is race. There's some things that people wouldn't categorize as horror that have like racial
Oh
disparities in it, where
yeah.
others would
Mhm.
definitely
Oh
categorize
yeah.
as
That's
horror.
me. My heart be beating. I'm like, oh my god, so it's gonna happen? No.
Exactly.
This story in particular, though, it was just surprising more than like horrific, because just to set up the story real quick, this lady has one robot, right? It's like an
Uh-huh.
original robot.
Oh,
Now she has
what robot?
she has one robot at first. She has one, and it's like original version. So let's say, for example, it's like the first generation of the iPhone is old. It should have been decomposed or whatever a long time ago. Then she decides to get another robot, but something about that robot she don't really like that much. So she was like, "Let me get a third one." So then she has like this third robot, but she wants to implant whatever was in the first one, the first generation. She wants to implant that memory into the new one. But what ends up happening is all three of them end up syncing together. She doesn't know they're syncing or talking to each other. I don't know how they talk to each other. She doesn't know that's happening. So she's thinking the whole time the first robot is indisposable. Not indisposable, it's disposable. Like it's not going to wake up. It can't charge up. The furthest it'll charge is maybe like 2%. But then all of a sudden, the robot wakes up and stabs her in the heart. So she's bleeding to death. That's why I was surprised. I was like, I thought the robot was dead. What? Why
Why
is
did
the
it stab
robot
her in the heart?
dying? That's what I was wondering too. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe the robot wants your life, but no, they just wanted to get rid of her because she wanted to get rid of the first one. They were like, and I guess, yeah, it
Oh,
was it was strange. It's almost like they justified it by saying that, oh, you create us to help you live longer, but you buy us or you take us in and you get rid of us every 2 or 3 years.
yeah,
So
it's
I
the
guess they didn't want
disposability of society of
right.
technology. Okay, I get it. I get the moral of
So
it.
it was surprising. It just wasn't it was horrific to me. But there's other stories in this short story collection that are kind of scary.
That's unique. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like something
Um,
that's probably more climactic, but that's one of those stories where you gotta like think about what are they really
right.
saying. Oh, okay,
Mhm.
it's a play on or commentary on society's constant replenishment of technology. But I'm like,
Exactly. All the
so
stories are like that. Like you got to think beyond
yeah.
whatever she's talking about. But it's good.
How
Great
many stories are
conversation.
in there?
Not that many. I think it's less than 10.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not a big anthology person because
Me
the stories
either.
go like quick, and I'm like, oh, then up to the next. And then by the time I finish it, it's like 10 books in one. And do I remember them? No.
Oh, so yeah, it's only 10. It's only 10 of them.
Okay.
Not that many. Mm-mm. And I have 4 left, so I should be
We said it's called
done.
Cursed what?
Cursed Bunny.
Cursed Bunny. Okay. Okay.
Mhm. By Bora Chung.
Oh, Chong. Ooh. Looks like a little bitty
And
rat.
it's translated fiction, so even if you all are trying to read something that's not originally written in English, you can read that.
There we go. Linda says, my breads are baking in the oven. Still need to be there for another 35 to 40. Okay. Okay. Got a baker in the house. Ah, okay. Are you I
She,
know there's
she's
different
vegan.
type of vegans. Ovo lacto, something like that. Looks like got up on here just in time. Yeah, one of his friends. Bathroom is no natural light. Yeah, it sucks when you don't have any natural light, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, we have a window. So we have okay, so in our house, we have one bathroom that the window's like off to the side by the toilet. And then we have another one. I consider this an old school bathroom where you have the window in the shower, which is so odd. I hate
Oh, I've
that.
never seen one like that before.
Yeah,
Is
we
it the wait? Is it a window where you can actually see into it, or is it the one that's where it's like it seems like it's double glass or triple glass and you can't
yeah,
see
it has that oh, what do they call it? Opaque? Not opaque. Is it opaque? Is that the term?
or translucent? Is that what it
Translucent.
is?
Yeah, it's like that. So it's kind of
Oh,
um
okay.
shaded, but you can open
Mm.
it if you really need to. But yes, so it's a
Oh.
so you get all that light, but it's
Hmm.
it's really weird. So if you technically really wanted to, you could open the shower or open the window while you're taking a shower or a bath. Yeah, kind of
Um,
weird.
I would hold up. Okay, long story short, I wouldn't do that only because I had a classmate who actually died from a bat coming through the window. The bat had rabies. He was taking a shower. It came through the window
Wow.
and it bit him. He didn't think that it was a big deal or scratched him, one or the other. But then he started getting really sick. So they had to test him and all of the football team, all the classes he had been in. I didn't know that rabies was that contagious. But yeah, he ended up passing away within like maybe two. Oh no, I think it was maybe a month after he had gotten scratched or bitten. So that's why I don't open my windows for nothing. Mm-mm.
That's so
Mm-mm.
odd and random. Where does that come from?
Who knows? They're not supposed. You're not supposed to be able to see them in the daytime. That's how they knew that something was off. You know, those are nighttime creatures. So if you see a nighttime creature out in the daytime, they may have something.
Girl, you gave me a whole nother fear in life that I ain't think about. I didn't need that.
I mean, not that. I mean, you have to worry about birds coming in. I've been at work one time, working in the office, and a bird just comes, flying into the building because somebody left the door open. So,
That happens a lot in big buildings and warehouse, like grocery stores, Walmart. I've seen plenty of
oh
birds
yeah.
at Walmart and Costco. I've seen them in schools. Um, every once in a while we get something like, well, sometimes in the lower bowels of the hospital, I'll
Okay.
see a bird every now and then, like in the utility areas.
Wow.
But I mean, yeah, it happens. It's so weird
Yeah.
though. But
You just like check your house if you're gonna have your windows open.
girl, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I keep my screens. Like I don't have any windows. I don't normally open my windows, but I will if it's a really nice day and I need to air the house out. Like
Mhm.
especially in the transition of seasons is really good. But I always have a screen. Like I'm not gonna have like a window open
Yeah.
with no barrier. Like that's a no go
Same.
right here.
Yeah, I don't
But
mind if there's a screen there. Like you, I'll open it. But if there's no screen, I'll open the door
yeah.
for a little bit. But I'm gonna be standing or sitting there the whole time to make sure nothing comes in.
How did they know it was a bat? Like did like he? Well, I guess he saw it. He told people,
He
huh?
saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw it. I think if he would have closed, I mean, I know most people don't close their doors.
Mm,
When you're, let's say, for example, your bedroom is here, but your restroom is over here and it has a separate door.
yeah.
So he most likely had the door wide open. So the
Yeah.
bats went from window to bedroom and straight to the bathroom.
Oh, so it wasn't
Mhm.
through a bathroom window. Okay. I thought
Right,
he
right.
was.
It came through his
I'm
bedroom window.
imagining he's taking a shower and he's doing all this, and then a bat just coming. He's like, oh,
Yeah. uh,
oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it was so sad. It was my
Yeah,
senior year. I didn't know him, but it just still, it was like, dang, we were about to graduate in a couple of months. And he didn't even make it.
there's always them
Like
little.
freak accidents.
Well, watch out for bats, y'all.
Hmm.
Thanks for hosting. Beautiful rest day. You too as well. Thank you for coming, Mary and Kay and Elena and Yana. Paul. Oh, okay. So he hasn't been around. Okay.
What is this? We be missing. We missing Paul. We missing Pat. Who else is missing?
Yeah,
People that
Pat's
I
been
usually
going a
see.
minute though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as I see people at least once a week, then I'm like, okay, they're around. You get used to certain people, certain times of the day. Even if you don't stay, you go hop in, but
Mm-hmm.
probably got some stuff going on.
Right.
Hello, Miss Adrian. Love
Hey,
Criminal
Adrian.
Minds. Good morning, morning, morning. Yeah, we did one and only sprint. We're going to be going shortly because I got some stuffs to do. But thank you for coming by. Oh, we did sprint yesterday?
Okay, I was
Okay.
gonna ask that. Okay.
Talking about doing stuff on his other channel too. Oh, I didn't know he had another channel. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll catch him around here. Morning, Adrian. I've never lived anywhere with a window in the bathroom. Yeah, I consider that like old school houses. I don't really know
Mm-hmm.
any, like newer built houses where they do that. Generally, it's a closed system, which always, you got to make sure your ventilation's good then if you
Yes.
have a closed system because that's a very moist environment. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the window is definitely an old school thing because I remember my grandma's house having no girl. Okay, I
Yeah.
grew with my grandma and she had a window in the bathroom. Now this window didn't have no screen because I remember plenty of times and there was no ventilation. So you open the window to air the bathroom out. And I
Yeah.
remember many a times taking a shower with the window straight up. Girl, this is a one-story house. I'm like, what in the
Oh
world?
my God.
And that to
Yeah.
the front, I think it's to the front of the house too. I don't know what the hell was going on at that time, but I never had anybody looking up on me. But I sure remember
Right.
looking at the neighbors while I'm sitting there bathing, looking at the neighbors doing something.
Like, I wonder what they doing over there. Mhm.
Oh man. The window in the shower helps to vent the steam. Yep, exactly.
I have an exhaust fan, so
Don't have any food derived from animals and don't use other animal products. Whew, that ought to be difficult to find stuff. But I think once you get into a zone, then you're able to, be able to find products and things that suit your needs and your lifestyle.
yeah, it's expensive. I
Yeah,
do it. I would do that if it weren't so expensive.
yeah.
I'd be vegan. Otherwise, I'm like, no, I'm good.
I like pork.
Yes, that's why I always say. I said it makes it so hard to go completely vegetarian because I like skins. Pork skins is. I live there with the pork skins. I can't. I
I love
can't.
bacon. I went like 20 years without eating beef or pork, but
Mm.
my one exception was bacon and boudin, of course. Those are my two exceptions.
Oh.
Nowadays, I feel like sometimes pork is cheaper than chicken. So while I don't
Mhm.
overwhelmingly eat beef or pork, I do buy pork chops every now and then. But you won't see me eating like a hamburger. It's probably a turkey burger or a chicken burger.
Right.
So, a little bitty things there, but yeah, definitely
I
no
have
dairy.
to crave it. Yeah.
Vegetarian.
No, I don't really do it too much. I don't really buy a lot of meat. My husband's the one that buys meat in the house. If I buy anything, it may be some turkey meatballs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, and maybe some chicken fajita. But that's about. I have to have a taste for it. Because I
Yeah.
don't. I swear, the older I get, the more I can taste more the meat when I'm eating meat, if I don't like the taste of it. So yeah, I'm picky.
That's
So
what my husband has been in like the last year, not really like wanting to eat meat. I'm not
mhm.
exactly sure why. Um, but you know what? If we buy it somewhere like some fried chicken or something like that, and it's all fried, he will go to town on it. But as far as with at home, just a regular meal, he hasn't really been a big fan. But
Mhm.
and to each his own, I just hate that he substitute with a bunch of carbs and junk. It's like, if you're not going to eat this
Right.
meal that I made some meat in with chicken, then
Mhm.
you need to be eating something healthier. Like cereal is
Right.
not dinner. But, I try to let folks be folks.
No, yeah, cereal was not. Cereal was dinner back when we were in college. We are now grown.
I mean, it's okay every now and then, but it really is a snack. Like, I
Every
consider
day.
cereal as a snack. I don't consider that a meal. Like, I will eat
Mhm.
it dry sometimes. Like, I'll buy every once in a while, like some Fruit Loops or something like that. But I consider that junk. I get a little tiny cup and I
Mhm.
eat them one at a time and savor it. But I don't consider that a meal by any
Yeah,
means.
that's not a meal. It's not gonna hold you. You won't be hungry in 30 minutes.
Exactly. And all it is the sugar. And even Raisin Bran. Everybody talks about Raisin Bran
Raisin
being
Bran is trash.
healthy. Raisin Bran is one of the most unhealthiest of all the
Mhm.
cereals out there.
And they got people out here eating it
Mm,
by
and
the
if you
bowl.
look
They're
for
like,
a
"This is
healthy
healthy. It's
cereal,
bran." It's like, but it's raisins that are literally dried fruit. Dried fruit is higher in sugar than the fresh fruit, and then they
yeah.
add that on top of that. Like
And
what?
that's the thing. And that's the thing is that they add in because raisins are healthy. Yes, it's concentrated sugar, but it is natural. Like fruit is nature's candy, okay? In
Yeah, I
moderation
got it.
is nothing wrong with it, but
Yeah.
I always tell people buy a plain cereal and then cut in your own fruits
Mm-hmm.
because sugar on top of sugar ain't good. You got raisins and
No.
then they candy them. No. So you can buy like that brand cereal or the Fiber One brand cereals. Those are the healthiest from my understanding. Because for a while I was buying those like years ago before I just
Mhm.
laid off. And then I would put in my own fruit so I can control how much added sugar was in
Yeah, that's how
them.
we grew up. We
Yeah.
ate grape nuts. My mother would buy the grape, the grape nuts, right?
Yeah.
The old school, and we would just chop up banana and strawberry, and that's it. Don't add no sugar to it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Bananas have way more than enough sugar by far
Yes,
anyway
that's
already.
why she would just put it in there. She said it'll be fine. You
Yep.
get used to it.
You do get used to it, but that don't mean you like it.
Right, right.
Adrian has screen on your windows. Facts.
Okay.
Yes, I
Yeah,
understand. I
we don't
agree.
want a whole wide
Wish we had a
feature.
window and ours, the fan broke and we can't find the right one to replace it.
Oh,
Okay, you might need to just get one of them regular fans and turn it,
or something. Yeah.
gotta improvise, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I haven't eaten meat since 1996. Okay. Hey, you know what? If that's where you want to go, nothing wrong with that. Okay. As long as you're getting your protein somewhere. I have a few friends that are vegetarians. It's hard for us to go out to eat and find something because they are very particular about what they eat and where we go. Love beer, but where we go eat at is a chore. I
Mhm.
normally let them pick the restaurant and I just go from there.
Right, right.
The only meat I eat anymore is chicken. Yep. I agree with there.
Yeah,
More
that's another thing. When I watch like documentaries and stuff, or not even documentaries, but Facebook, they have a way of making it where I don't want to eat meat. I lately I've been seeing these reels where someone is helping a cow that has like an abscess or something on their hoof. Sorry, just the thought, like the creamy coming out the meat, that's enough for me. I'm so sorry, y'all. Anybody that's eating, but it's just nasty. Oh my god.
See,
And we eat that.
I watched this veterinarian, the amazing Dr. Pole. I think it's on Hulu, the show, and I
Mhm.
love it. He deals with a lot of big. I mean, he deals with all sorts of animals, but he deals with a lot of like big animals like horses, cows, things like that. I
Yeah.
don't equate, and he deals with a lot of abscesses too, and infections and
Yeah.
stuff with them. He's always putting his hand. That's the first thing he does is put his
I
hand.
can't do
But
that.
I don't
Ugh.
equate that with the food I eat.
Really?
So
I
yeah, it
can't,
doesn't
because
bother
I
me.
be thinking sometimes, are they really checking our meat closely? Do they make sure that that part of the meat is like cut out and removed? Because I imagine if it's the same as a staph infection with humans, then it's contractable, like you can spread it. So I'm assuming that the meat, if it touches the other meat, this one had to boil or abscess, but this didn't have abscess, but they were together. So
Yeah, but aren't they draining it or are they hacking into these animals? I'm trying to figure
I
out what you're
don't
watching.
know. I don't know. Oh, yeah, they're draining it. Yes,
Oh, well,
they
that's
are.
different.
But
It's like
just
an
seeing
infection.
it, I
No.
just,
Girl,
no,
don't worry about that. Just eat your food.
no.
Don't call it a day. That's
I
why
can
I'm saying
taste it.
I like those type things. I went on a tangent yesterday looking at Dr. Pimple Popper and human abscesses and stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm in the medical field, those things
Yeah, I
don't
like
bother me.
hers.
I just
Hmm.
think it's really cool. But
Yeah.
I don't equate when they're draining. Like my husband and I, we that's our part we really like when these animals have a big abscess or hematoma. Like we got upset the other day because they went out to see a horse and we're like, yeah, that sucker's huge. It had some sort of hematoma like right underneath, like between the first two legs, like in the front by the
Oh.
heart, and then it had
Mm.
some sort of abscess or growth around the penile area. And we're like, yeah,
Wow.
they're about to cut this open because they always drain it. And she
Right.
did. And we were like, what? She's not going to drain that? We were
Why
actually
did she drain it?
to see it. She said that the body is just going to absorb it. It was a young horse, and she said the body will just absorb the blood, which it did. It
Right.
took a few
But
weeks.
isn't
But
it painful, for the animal?
I,
Oh man,
I don't
that
know.
sucks.
Apparently not. So,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
I
I would
was
have been
upset.
upset
I
too.
didn't get to see it. I like the gore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but I don't equate that with my food. So maybe my
No.
mind is able to compartmentalize it so I can continue to eat.
Yeah.
Now, if they were hacking up these animals, I think I would think differently. Put away some chicken, at least getting chicken from local farms instead. Yep, yep.
Okay.
Some people do the local source stuff. I don't know.
Mhm.
I just try not to think about it. Otherwise, I would just not eat. I don't even want to think
Same.
about the water I drink either because I drink tap.
Me too.
Yeah, let's just
I'm
not
like,
think about what it
what
is.
is this? But I drink it because I know I'm thirsty and I need to drink it. But I don't
Exactly.
know where it came from. I'm just trusted.
Same thing with those factories, y'all. Okay, so I go down these rabbit holes on IG all the time of these factories in India where they make food and the people are like making the food and they're like squatting down with their toes and girl, there's some very unsafe practices. And some of this isn't street food, it's factories where they make their stuff like they were okay. Yesterday I saw one they were doing for snow cone, not snow cones, the the cones for ice cream cones.
Mhm. The
And
waffle,
huh?
the waffle part.
It wasn't the waffle, it's just a regular cheap cone. But
Okay.
they were talking about, how they make it, in the machine and they stamp in and then they do them, they just fall to the floor. And then you have somebody else on the floor that pushes them together and stacks them and they box them. But those are cones distributed around the entire world, right next to that dude's bare toes. Just yeah, it's just like people talk about the hygiene because we have certain hygiene standards other places
Yeah.
don't, but
Right.
when you think about that, meat is the
Uh,
least of your worries.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Like, forget the meat. How about that potato chip that was right next to that dude's toe, or the one that he's using his toe as an anchor to stack up all the ice cream cones before you put them in the box and it got shipped to your house? And there's like thousands of videos, and all people talk about is the hygiene in every single one of these videos. And
Yeah.
they have those rat temples. Some cultures like value the rat.
Yeah.
When you're eating street foods, keep that in mind. Because the
Yeah.
rat was eating out of that container before they served.
Before you had it.
Okay,
Oh,
y'all, we are in the morning. Some people are waking up
I'm
getting
so
breakfast.
sorry.
We gonna go. But if you're
I
interested,
have a strong stomach, so I'm good. It don't bother
no,
me.
I do too. I can talk about this all day and be eating like crazy, but other people are like,
Ugh, yeah.
so
Adrian said no red meat, no pork over
Adrian
20
doesn't
years.
eat red meat or pork for over
Wow.
20 years. See, this is why this is my happy space. I feel better. We'll see what happens when I get off of here. I don't know why I bother using talk to text. Girl, talk to text sucks. And even when I'm
Yeah.
doing my fingers, it always says something different.
Mhm.
The only way it's good is if you type really slow, which I'm like, let's
Right.
get this text over with.
Just get it out. You know what I meant.
A lot of American cereals aren't even legal here.
Yeah. You'll
Really?
have to talk to Ellen or Luna off, like DM her or something. She'll tell you everything about what they can and can't do in Norway, because there's a lot of stuff they don't do
They have
over
higher
there that they
standards
do
than we
here.
do.
They do.
No
Hmm.
problem. Chickpeas, lentil peas, tofu beans. See, I like all those. Like, I don't have a problem with tofu. I have some in my fridge right now. I intersperse it with other meals and stuff.
Tofu is hard for me to get down with. I had to put some inside the freezer so it wouldn't go bad. I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I know what to do with it, but it don't give me nothing. It's like flavorless, chewy stuff.
Tofu,
Tofu.
tofu absorbs the flavor of whatever it is that you put it in. So I would recommend, for one, when I buy tofu, I only buy firm tofu, like super firm, the firmest they have, because it's soft. So I buy super firm tofu, and then it takes forever to get the water out of it. So you need to get it. So generally, what I do is I put it on, like, wrap it in paper towel, and then I wrap it inside of like a dish towel, and then I put it on a plate, and then I'll sit it in the fridge. And then every, 30 minutes or whatever, while I'm in the kitchen,
Yeah,
because
just
normally
one.
I'll have it sit out for a few hours before I do anything with it. But I'll
Mhm.
go by periodically and like press down on it to absorb some of that water into the dish towel to get as much water out as possible. And
Mhm.
then I'll normally cut it up, and then I have fried it on the stove with oil and then put it in other dishes. But generally, if I want protein in a dish that is already super flavorful, then I'll throw it in that. So you don't even notice it's there. So you get a little bit of that firm texture.
Mhm.
Like if you have like a cream of potato soup that's real flavorful, or like some
Oh,
chili that is already super spicy and flavorful, I'll throw it in
okay.
things like that.
Maybe
Or
that's what
I
I should do.
made tacos with it, cut it up and treat it like meat in the tacos. So you
Mhm.
don't know it is there, but you're getting the protein component.
So maybe that's what I'll try. I'll try because the one I have in my freezer is already drained and already seasoned. So that's why I don't understand why it doesn't taste like it's supposed to taste. It's Moroccan inspired. And so when I ate the first pack, I was like, okay, this is okay, but it don't taste
It's
like
flavored.
much anything. It's flavored. I'll have to send you a DM with the kind that I bought from Target, but it's already flavored. Like it already has the seasoning and stuff
Mhm.
inside of it, and all you have to do is just put it inside whatever dish you're gonna cook. So that's what I did, and I could bear. It didn't really taste like much of anything. I was like, it just tastes like tofu that's been unseasoned.
Is it cut
Maybe
up
they missed the
already?
salt. It don't have any salt in it. It's cut up. It's like a scramble kind of. You
Oh, see,
know.
that's different. Yeah, yeah. See,
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of buying meats and tofu already flavored because you're gonna do
Mhm.
your own thing with it. So I would recommend you buy it unflavored, and it's cheaper that way too. But
Yeah,
just
but
buy
it
the
tastes way
block
too
by
much.
itself and then do what you want with it.
I don't
Because in
want to
order
drink.
for the Moroccan flavors to already be in it, for you to continue to have those, that means you need to put it in a dish that complements those flavors already on it. And I don't know how to.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
So I would just buy it unflavored. But some people take it and like, I mean, the plain kind, of course, and it'll make like yogurts and things with it. But I'm not that great for
Yogurt?
stuff.
I
I
didn't
just
know
need
that.
the protein.
No, I'll just use that and put it in a chili. Now that you said it could be put in chili, I'll put it in some chili.
Yeah, it's a good option for chili
Yeah.
because that way you don't have to worry about using some meat, like wasting some meat, and it takes on the flavor of whatever it is that you already
Mhm.
have.
Right.
So you're not detracting from it. It's just one more thing to absorb that
The
flavor in it.
flavor. Hmm. I
But
get
get
my
the corn.
protein from
The corn
what do
gives
you
you
call
some
it?
more texture.
Cottage cheese. That's what I eat to get protein. It's high in protein.
Yeah.
I
I
add it
have
to
a
my
working
salad.
relationship with that. But you can add fruit to make that better too.
Oh yeah, mandarins.
I mean,
Mm.
I will definitely come by, Miss Elena. Hey, Dee.
Elena, you are being persistent. She said, "Come and see me."
Y'all make sure y'all pass by Miss Elena's channel. Hold on,
Yes.
I'll come find you right
Y'all
now.
go holler, y'all. Say hello.
I wish I could just click on people when we're on here, but I can't.
Right? They don't make it easy to find. Sorry if you hear snoring. The dog is as if she didn't sleep enough last night. She's snoring.
Uh, let's see if I can find Elena. Okay, Elena, your channel always has different. Do you have another channel? Okay, now I don't even know where I've got to find you because I don't see any that say
Right, it was
live.
a little confusing because I remember she had another channel before,
Yeah.
and then the subscriber count was different, but it's the same name on there. So maybe she has the same name, just a different what do you call it? At maybe that's different
Oh, I
because
found
you
one.
can.
Why does it say my name on it? Elena, why? Her stream has my name as the title. Oh,
Lena, why you do that?
well, what the hold up? That says comments though. Hold up, I'm trying to figure out which one is your stream. I can't. Well, that's comments versus the chat. A lot of times, Elena, with your channel, the comments are turned, not comments, the chat is turned off too. So you can't
And
even
so
do
nobody can say anything. You'll have to go and check your settings to make sure that you allow the live chat
that. Yeah.
to be there during the live stream.
Is this the right one? Hold up. That says live, but I don't think that's a live. That's just.
I would say I know how to do it, but I haven't used it. Well, take it back, I'm lying. I've only used StreamYard, but I've used the YouTube stream once and didn't do it again because I know I muted myself during that stream and it and it didn't work. So I was reading out loud and everybody heard me reading. So it was weird. So YouTube stream, yeah, no, I don't recommend. 0 out of 10.
Okay, so I have. Am I on the right one? Oh, there we go. I think I found you. Hello. Oh no, but she's saying bye. Okay, that can't be
Oh,
it then.
she left already.
All right, I don't know, girl. What's going on? All right, I don't know. I think you just left. I tried. I said hello. I'll go back in a little bit, but I don't know. I keep getting different channels, but I found something that said live, but she was just saying bye on it. Let's see. Okay, hello, Miss Dee Dee. We're gonna be getting out of here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna
Dee asked a fun question. We'll have to put a pin in the question and we'll ask it next time. But it was funny.
I'm not a. Oh, am I? Is it further down or did I miss it?
Oh no, she asked a question in the Sibs book club
Uh,
Discord. They have a question of the day every single day. And she had asked a question about toilet paper. But like I said, we'll put a pin in it. And next week, we'll ask that question.
oh, it's gonna be a discussion, huh?
Well, not
Okay.
really. I didn't know. I know you're trying to get out of here. So I was like, let me just put a pin in it.
Okay, okay. See, now I'm curious. uh, Adrian says, I'm not a lover of beans. Recently discovered that I love black beans, but peas, refried beans, no.
Oh,
Hmm. I enjoy beans. Yeah, peas, no. but I can get down with beans. Let me see. I'm not down with lima beans, butter beans, black eyed peas, and peas. No. I think, but you know what? It's all in how people cook it. Because if
Right.
you're
That was what
somebody
I was
that can throw down, you will eat anything.
Yep.
But
My
in
uncle and my
general,
mama.
yeah. In general, there's certain beans I don't mess around. But black beans, I can eat that all day. Give me a black bean and a pinto bean and even
I'm
some
good.
refried beans. I'm
Yeah.
messing with you all day long.
Beans are good.
And if you read Ultra Processed People by Chris Van Toliken, I have it on hold and Libby. I have not, but I can imagine what that probably talks about the
Right.
healthy practices of the processed food. I've been trying to get away from so much processed food lately, but I think even the unprocessed food I get is still processed, you know?
Right. As
So
to
it,
some point. Yeah. Because we
yes,
don't know how they grow this stuff. Unless you grow it yourself, you don't know what they put in that soil.
and that's true. That's true. That is
Mm-hmm.
true. But I have been trying, like, I don't buy a lot of boxed meals. Although I say that, but I ate pot pie last night and it was good. But I I tend to like to cook more of my meals like at home. Like I'll eat out
Mm,
fairly, I try not as much, but we all have our times.
right.
But at home, generally, if I'm having a meal, it's with, some sort of meat, and then it's more of like some vegetables or something I got from like the produce place that I did something with. Like
Yeah.
those sweet potatoes. Those were sweet potatoes I got from the produce place. I peeled them myself. I boiled them. I generally try not to put a bunch of sugar and stuff on top of it
Right.
for not for breakfast, for dinner. Generally, I'll just leave them plain. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's not for everybody, but I think sweet potatoes and yams are already sweet enough. But
They
I have
are. Yeah.
butter and sugar and stuff in the fridge, and if my husband wants to add something to it, but I just leave them plain. But
Right. Because they are sweet enough.
they are sweet enough,
They are sweet enough. You all would be surprised. I mean, I don't know if you tasted Japanese yams before, but
Mm-mm.
they're almost a little bit like our yams, and they have a natural sweetness. It's just that because people grew up eating them doctored up with brown
Yeah.
sugar and white sugar and butter, they think that's the only way they can be eaten. Try it. It's just like with coffee. It does taste fruity if you drink it without sugar. Not a good fruity. It's like a bitter fruity. But I'm just telling you all, try something without adding stuff to it. You'll see it's fine. You're not gonna
I think
you're not
there's a
gonna pass
lot of
out.
things that's acquired tastes if you allow yourself to. But I think the American way is not to even attempt to go out of our way to try.
Nope.
Like, I really hate when people automatically salt and pepper their food when they did not even bother to taste it to begin with.
Same here.
I get on
They
my husband
we are
sometimes
here.
about that. And I'm like, why are you even attempting? My sister does that too. And I'm like, stop.
Mhm.
Like,
I
I'm
have a
not
coworker
trying to
that
tell
does
people
that.
what to do,
Yeah.
but I'm still trying to tell people what I care about your health. Otherwise, I wouldn't even
Right,
bring it
because
up.
it's alarming. Well, to me, it's alarming. Because imagine I have a coworker. We would go out to lunch sometimes, and we would get our French fries. Me, I'm just, I got my ketchup, I'm eating, and then she got to get like 4 or 5 packets of salt, and it's just all over it. And I'm like, you didn't even eat the fry yet. What?
Yeah.
I said, you don't have high blood pressure or nothing. No, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. I feel like
Thought
you're
it
lying
good
because there
until
ain't
you're
no
not.
way you adding 5 packets of salt. One is enough. You don't need all that salt.
And if you're dipping them in ketchup anyway, then what does it matter? Like, yeah.
And
And
she
I'm
eat
a
messy
dipper
too.
too. I'm not a put things on. Like when I have my salad, I dip my salad. When I have my fries, I like hot sauce. So I have ketchup and I'll put some hot sauce in the ketchup and I dip. But I'm not one for just slathering
Just
all
pour
my stuff on top.
it
Yeah.
all over it. Yeah.
Yeah. Taste it first before you put a pound of salt on top of it.
No, every time without fail, she puts salt on everything. I don't get
Yep.
it, but
And have
hey,
you ever
do you,
seen
boo?
people that put sugar on top of their already sugared cereal?
Who does that?
I've seen people do it.
Are you serious?
I've seen people do it. I'm like, really?
But it's already sweet.
Girl, I have seen people put sugar on top of Fruit Loops, on top of Cheerios.
What?
I'm like, really?
Okay, wait. Is it the regular Cheerios, like the original,
Honey Nut.
or is it?
I can see see, honey, I can see the regular
Right.
because it's not as sweet. Personally, what I did when I started buying those, which it's still loaded with sugar, even though it's not sweet, because stuff
Right.
it's just like potato chips still have sugar in it too, you know.
Because
But
the carbs.
yeah,
Mhm.
but I'll cut up some fruit when I used to have Cheerios instead of adding in sugar. But yeah, I mean everybody's different, but I don't. You
Yeah,
just got to be aware. Like when doctors or when you start developing health problems, when and if, okay, because not everybody develop health problems, and you're like, well, I didn't do this. Okay, well, think about what things you're doctoring up meals you're already eating with. I would
Mhm.
start there because I know changing diet and not eating something completely is a no-go. Like most of us don't go cold turkey with stuff. Even some of
Right.
my eating habits, not that I'm the authority on it and working out and stuff, it's not like overnight. It's small things. Like, hey,
Mhm.
drink less juice and drink a lot more water. Now I
Yeah.
drink
Yeah.
more water than juice, you know. Same
Mhm.
thing with tea. I've always been a big tea drinker, but I've always put sugar. So
Right.
I started with halving the sugar and then I just completely cut it out. You know,
Mhm.
it's little
It
things
takes
like that
time.
that help you out.
Mhm. The
But
juice is the devil, y'all. That's all it is. I've seen children whose teeth are rotted at the back because their parents are giving them apple juice. Don't do that. Don't do
yep.
that. Don't do
Part of that
that.
is they fall asleep with candy in their mouth or they don't brush
Oh,
too.
oh
Try
my
here's
god.
what you can try you with juice and soda is watering it down. Because even
Mhm.
now, like I have juice at the house that I didn't used to have. My husband likes juices. So before him, I didn't buy juices at all. I would buy soda every now and then, but
Mhm.
that's it. But with him, he likes juices, fine, it's okay. But what I
Really?
do when I do have a weakness for it and I drink it is I will cut it with water.
Me too. And that's why we don't buy it. Because I
And
know we
then I'll
I
do that with
love juice.
his. Like I'll have juice, right, or a soda, and generally I don't drink the whole thing. So if I open up like a individual juice or a soda, I he already know he getting half of it, okay? Because I
Right.
immediately pour some in a cup and I give to him. But I'll take like a third and then I'll water the rest with mine. And then I'll
Mhm.
water his down so he can have a full bottle. And he's like, "Why'd you just water my stuff down?" It's like, "Well,
Like,
I was
and
trying
you'll
to
be
get you a
okay.
full bottle."
You'll be okay, sir. It's
Exactly. It's just
okay.
a
We
little
don't have
water,
to have a bunch of sugar in our food. You'll be
exactly.
okay. It's addictive. It's an addiction.
Yeah, it is. It's the
Mhm.
biggest addiction out there, and it's legal too.
Mm.
Black
Shame.
beans, kidney beans, and chilies and brown beans if I have them. Kidney beans are good too. I agree.
Mhm.
Hello, Coda. How are
Hey,
you
Coda been
doing?
sprinting, sprinting, sprinting. Lord,
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm
all day
like,
grits. Well, I will
when you
pop
go to
in,
sleep?
but I'm gonna be working, so you already
He's
know where
always awake.
I'm at.
Oh no, you don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna remember because it's on the what do you call it? On the Discord. She's talking about the question about the toilet paper.
You gotta message me it, okay?
Okay.
Difference between processed and ultra processed. A lot of food need to be processed to be eatable. I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Like, what is it? Is it yams or sweet potato or something that's poisonous if you eat them raw? Right?
What?
I can't
You
remember.
gonna let me know what that is?
Yeah.
I didn't
I guess
know.
cooking it is processed, but that's not bad though if I had like if it is for that
Let me
because
find the
it's
book
boiling
before I
it or
forget.
whatever. Huh?
I'm gonna find the book before I forget.
Yeah, we go out of our way to take like in rices where it says enriched, it means they took out the good stuff and then added it back in at the end of the process. That's probably ultra processed.
Oh,
Chili last night with pinto, black, navy. Ooh, all the beans. Dang. Okay.
okay.
Coda,
Let me
that
look.
sounds like a delicious chili.
If y'all are looking for it, ultra processed people. I know it's backwards. I don't know how to change it. But yeah, ultra processed people. Okay, I'm gonna place a hold so I don't forget.
Coda's chili sounds really delicious. It has all sorts of
They had a whole bunch of stuff in there.
from your garden. Ooh. Hey, hi Ulysses. How are you
Coded,
doing? Hello,
Coded, if you
hello,
still in here, I'm
hello.
convinced you have a farm because all the stuff you be listing that you growing, ain't no way.
Coda
Ain't
has
no
a
way. He just got a little small area. He must have a lot of land.
No, it's a big area, but he has, well, I don't know. I don't know. It's a house, but it's in the back. He has all these I don't want to say potted plants, but it's like a potted garden that he
Mhm.
has with all sorts of fresh stuff. On the live stream the other day, he actually showed us. It was really cool, nice
Oh
and
man,
green.
I missed it.
That's what
I'm
I
gonna have
want
to
to do. I
go.
want to create a garden with like my fruits and stuff. I'm gonna do that when I move. I'm gonna create I don't know what I'm gonna grow, but I'm gonna grow something. But you can grow your garden in planters. Son is a
Hmm.
vegetarian. We find meat replacements. Yep. Yep, you can find a meat replacement. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
not super healthy. And if you're really a stickler for your diet, you really need to ask how they do it because a lot of people replace um, in place of meat, they put a lot of fats and oils into things to make things palatable. There's a place near me that has like chicken, right? But like it's like a fried chicken place, but they have a cauliflower alternative to that, but
Hmm.
it's like fried cauliflower.
Oh, because it's
Okay, well,
frying
that's
it.
not necessarily healthier because you're still getting all that breading and the oils.
Right, right.
So it depends on just how healthy you want to be. Because just because people are vegetarian don't necessarily mean they're like health nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I
You're
have a
right.
friend that's vegetarian, but she's a big girl, and she doesn't always eat the healthiest. She just doesn't eat
Mhm.
meat, but she
Right,
loaded with a bunch of carbs and stuff.
right. Especially like the meat replacements. What do you call it? The meat substitutes.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I look at the ingredients, and anytime they start putting that wheat something in there, I forgot what it's called,
Wheat germ.
but no, it's wheat something. I know it's glutinous. It has gluten or something inside of it, and it makes it where everything's able to be rolled up and compact.
Mm-hmm.
But I have diabetes, so me eating that it really won't do me any good. Just because it's not. It doesn't mean that I need to reach for meat, but I wish there were other alternatives for them when they make those kind of patties and stuff. Instead of
Yeah.
putting meat, how come it can't be something else like broccoli, maybe potato, some onions or something, and then freeze it and then make a patty or something out of that? Why does it have to be wheat? That's my question.
Yeah, because some people have celiac and can't have that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you really, I think the best way if you really want to eat healthy and even not even just healthy, just knowing what's in your food. Because for a while I was into that. I won't say I ate completely healthy, but I was very trying to be very cognizant of what exactly is in my food. So if I wanted junk,
Mhm.
then I would make it. So I know exactly what was in it. And I could cut corners with some of the things that I didn't want in it. Cutting corners cuts calories too. But a lot of those packaged foods, they have to add in other things as stabilizers
Mhm.
to make sure that they are shelf stable. So that's another thing as well that you got to look into. But yeah,
Yeah, look at the
packaged foods are
ingredients.
the
Yeah,
best.
it's wheat gluten. I had to look it up. I
Mhm.
see wheat gluten in a lot of the vegan sausages and stuff, and I just
It gives you that texture.
right, but it's like plant based. I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
actual like veggies. I
Uh,
don't need wheat. Wheat makes me gassy, and my stomach starts to hurt. I don't have any like stomach issues, but still like my stomach don't like all that wheat.
yeah, you got to watch out.
Mhm.
Luna is allergic to bell peppers. Ooh, I love some bell
You
peppers.
are? Oh, I keep forgetting she is, and she's allergic to cinnamon too.
Ooh, you got to
And
watch
it's funny
out.
because every time we talk, I'm like, you should drink some cinnamon tea. And I'm like, wait, oh, wait, you can't,
I got some in
you
there
can't,
now. It's good,
you can't
naturally
have it.
sweet. Yeah, you gotta watch out for your allergies. We don't add sugar to the stuff here. I don't add sugar to sweet
Yeah,
potatoes either.
I'm still like tripping
Exactly.
about people adding sugar to that already sweet cereal. That's
Yeah,
weird to me because it's like,
that is
what?
weird.
That's
That
like
is
adding
definitely
sugar
weird.
to your soda.
Girl, people do some weird things. I'm telling
I mean,
you.
I understand one life to live, but I'm not trying to go out like that.
You got sweet potato casserole. People add brown sugar, marshmallows.
Yes,
Yeah. In the South, they
yes.
hook up a sweet. Yeah. If you on a health kick for sugar, don't
Don't
eat
eat it.
anybody's casserole from the South, especially.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Especially yeah. I don't
You
I don't
miss
put
out.
marshmallows in mine, but I put pecans, the brown sugar, and butter.
Yep.
So don't touch mine if you got it.
Yep. See, I
issue.
grew up with that, so I already know.
Mhm.
That's why I eat differently than my family, but they would
Same.
probably be like, "Ooh, that food bland and stuff," but it keeps
It's like,
me
no, they haven't tried it yet. It's not bland.
like I don't mind how people cook things down south. I relish in it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But it's just not how on a daily basis in my home I'm going to cook. So because
Yeah.
I buy sweet potatoes all the time, but I generally don't put anything on them when I
Mhm.
have them. At the very most, probably some butter. Once I did add some honey,
How was that?
but generally it's plain.
Mhm.
And then my husband, he a grown man. He could doctor it up himself if it's not good enough. But generally, he's fine with it by himself. He didn't even grow up eating sweet potatoes either because he's from up north. So,
Wow.
I like honey. Oh, yep, honey in the tea's good. Don't sweeten my coffee. I don't get as jittery when I cut the sugar. Facts, facts, facts.
That makes me think of a TikTok. It was funny to me because the person was trying to test whether or not this lady, I think she died. Don't quote me, but supposedly somebody died from drinking a drink from, I think, either Arby's or somewhere else that has too much caffeine in it, right?
Mm.
So he asked for the same drink. And before the lady gave him the drink, she was like, sip it. Don't drink it. And so he drank it at the beginning of his shift, and then I don't know if he actually did, but he said he drank it at the beginning of his shift. And it was the end of his shift when he showed the next clip. He said, "Y'all, that stuff don't play with it." He was jittery the entire day. I believe it because
Probably
I
on the
can't.
level of sugar. I remember when I first moved to
Ooh,
Seattle area, I was having frappuccinos, like, because there's a Starbucks and a Tully's and Seattle's
yeah.
best, like every corner. And I had never been around that type of environment. And I was meeting up with people and I was having that stuff all the time, like every day. And I was getting stomach aches. I was a little bit jittery. And I'm like, oh no. So then I started cutting them back to like 2 to 3 days out of the week. And I
Mm,
noticed that's when I first started realizing sugar is an issue with Starbucks. And so I cut
yes.
those back and I noticed that my stomach aches were starting to go away. And I was like, it's all this sugar. And then I cut it to once a week and then I was like, that's a wrap. Like, because,
Mhm.
it's a milkshake to me, but I was just like, oof, that's
No,
why I
y'all
can't handle all that sugar in the morning.
go on their website and look at the nutritional facts. I don't
Mm.
look like a picture of health, but I be looking at the labels. Okay.
Girl, them labels will mess you up. Remember when
Yes, so much
restaurants
sugar.
started putting up the like fast food and stuff? Isn't it a national mandate? They put the calorie counts and stuff on
I
the
think so.
menu.
On the food,
Girl, that
and you
prevents me
check
from
and
ordering a lot of
see
stuff.
the fast food. Like just one item can be half of your day's worth of. The burger be like
Girl,
610 calories. I'm like, well, dang. I guess I'm not gonna get that.
that's the reason why if I'm going to go out with friends, I try to limit much of what I eat earlier in the day because
Mhm.
just by going out, I'm already going to mess it up. So I try to limit what I eat earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Fizzy water. Ooh, yep.
Oh, so
I
the
like
seltzer
seltzer.
water. Yeah.
Yep. But you know what? Here's the thing. It bloats you, but it's water and there's no calories if you're not adding in a bunch of stuff. I drink that all day because it has
Mhm.
a taste to it. Like I got the soda stream here. And so I'll drink
Mhm.
during the summer, especially. I will drink that all day. Sometimes I'll add in just a little pinch of some juice, or I'll freeze grapes or other fruits and just
Mhm.
throw it in my drink and
Mhm.
basically let them marinate all day and just keep adding in seltzer water.
Yeah,
Drink. Nothing wrong
it's
with it.
good. Mhm.
It's Memorial Day all day sprints. It's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah. Between Nicole and Coda,
cold. I don't know
I'm
who else,
looking out to the
right?
furniture. Oh, I will see because I'm leaving here, and then that's an hour drive back home. How long y'all gonna be on?
All
Send
day.
me a DM. All day.
All
I may
day.
pop in. Yeah, I may pop in since it's all day. I have nothing else to do. Knock on wood, because I'm pretty sure somebody gonna just come up and say, Jaleesa, I need you to leave me alone.
Well,
Don't
you
get
can just pop in. You don't have to stay the whole time. You can just pop in and show your
yeah,
face, say some highs for a sprint or two.
yeah. I'll do
Here's the
that.
links here, y'all. If you want to go and check out, this is Nicole, noteworthy fiction, Nicole, right? And then you have Mr. Coda right here. Who else we got down here? Is it somebody else? Is it just those two?
It's
Well, you
just
can
those
link
two.
from these two channels. You can always link to anybody else that comes into the mix. But I'm
Mhm.
sure it's going to be a good time, and I'm gonna live vicariously through y'all. But I'm gonna pop in like in the chats when I can.
So I think
Okay.
Nicole's doing it from like 9 to 2, and
Yeah,
then
that's
Coda may be doing it from like 2 to 9 o'clock at night. So
fun
yeah,
times.
I'm gonna
Even if
pop
you don't
in.
celebrate Memorial Day, if you're not in the U.S., then it's still a good time. Good
Mhm.
excuse to read a book with other friends. Yeah, the garden is beautiful, right? To come on over and help me out with mine. I'll fly him out and he can be my starter for my garden.
I mean, that's a great service, Coda. And that, hey, sounds like an idea. You can be a starter for most people's gardens. Just put
And
it out there.
if somebody else gonna pay the fee for the flight I can't afford, we are all about it.
Okay. It'll be like what, consultant work, kind of.
There
Do
you go,
something
there
like
you
that.
go.
That'll be nice.
Now you're from the garden.
Really?
Babies aren't grown yet. Oh, okay. You bought them this time. Okay. Live in
Oh,
an apartment. It's not a huge space, but I make great use of it. Packing containers and empty pot. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I know this
that
now,
was. I
but
didn't see the whole layout. Okay. Yes. Well, yeah. You definitely make good use of the space. Then, okay. Hey,
mhm.
ask your neighbors. Be like, can I use some of this space and you can have a few beans? I'll be at work and such. Oh, okay, okay. Courtney, you might have walked away, but last Wednesday I set up a garden cam and took it around yeah, I did see some of it. It was really cool. I enjoyed seeing all the potted stuff. You gave me a hope that I can do my potted grow bag garden that I want to do. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, because I'm not for digging in the dirt, like getting on my knees and digging in
Mhm.
the ground, only for some dog to come piss on it. Nah,
Yeah.
nah. I'm all about I already got my grow bags and I got 10 grow bags. And then I got this cute little um uh what do they call it? The garden tools. It has flowers on it.
Mhm.
That's what gave me the idea. A new steak named mushrooms. Texture is good. The other steak did not. I think was soy product. What
Uh,
is the brand? We got to get out of here, y'all. Human body was actually not designed to properly digest wheat, so we all have gluten intolerance. Depends on the person. Designated for
yeah.
cows. I have heard that. I have heard that we are not supposed to have cow's milk.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of dairy either.
I have to watch my wheat intake.
Because I
I
like
got
my tongue to be pink. I feel like dairy makes my tongue white. Ugh.
really?
Mm. If
I'm a
I
bit
do,
lactose intolerant, so I buy cow milk for my husband, and I drink almond milk.
mm. Yeah, we get coconut milk.
I like
Shredded
frosted
wheat.
shredded wheat.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too. Like the shredded wheat without anything on it is hard to swallow.
Yeah. Can't do much
Oh, oat
dairy.
milk
Oat
creamer.
milk creamer.
I like banana milk too, but it's kind of too thick now that I think about it. When I look at the ingredients, I mean, you should stop looking at the ingredients on the back of certain milks because banana milk don't. To me, I feel like I taste the thickener more than I actually taste the actual banana inside
I
of it.
never had banana milk. That sounds good. If it's too thick, try buying. I mean, this is expensive, but banana milk if you like the taste, and almond milk and cut it.
Mix
I
it
do that
together.
with eggnog. I'll buy eggnog and then cut it with milk because it's too
Too
sweet.
thick. Yeah, that too. Yes. Oh no, you need to try the Haitian eggnog. That'll have you on your butt. But it's because my friend just gave me a little bit. She bought one container from Atlanta, and she was like, "Just take one shot." I was like, "Okay."
What?
I remember most of the night.
See, I was talking about just regular with no alcohol, but that sounds good
Oh,
too.
okay. Oh, yeah. No, they put alcohol in there. It's strong. I think it's rum.
Oh yeah,
Lord.
well you can make that at home then. Just get you some regular eggnog and put some rum in it. Go to town,
Mhm.
girl. Oh, with some Baileys too.
Mhm. Oh, did I tell? I think I was another sprint where I mentioned. Okay, I was another sprint. I mentioned my trip to London back in 2000 and something, and how I didn't know that Bailey's had alcohol in it. So when the people were, I was in somebody's house and they kept giving me cup after cup, and I was like, "This is good. What is this?" I was like, "Is this coffee?" And they were like, "No, it's like alcohol, something, something." I was like, "What the heck?" I was knocked out. I don't remember if I was talking, what I said. I just know I slept good.
I bet, girl. She's like, ooh, this is
What
good.
is this? Yeah, now I know better. Bailey's has alcohol in it.
Oh,
Really,
tea.
green
Yeah,
tea?
the caffeine. It's hard to find green tea that's decaf, but I tried.
Mm,
Yeah, oat milk is
yeah,
like oat milk, but
child.
oat milk is
Why
bitter.
the fiber? I have to plan how I eat my fiber so that I'm at home. I don't want to be in public.
That's funny because I think
It
fiber
stresses me out. Yeah, I'm like, let me plan this so that when I'm at home, I can do what I need to do.
Ooh, they drinking too. You see this?
Okay, I'll be drinking water, but
Okay,
what's there?
okay. I'm gonna live definitely vicariously through
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm gonna cut up and laugh with you all and kiki. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what
Barbecue
it
sprints.
is.
Eat some barbecue for me too, y'all, because I'm not gonna do that either. There's stuff in
Yeah, we had barbecue yesterday. Oh, we had barbecue boudin. It was so good. Nothing is better than a barbecue boudin or a smoked one.
a
Perfect.
barbecue. What?
Boudin.
Oh, ooh, yeah, girl. When I go home to
Mm.
Texas, I bring like a whole backpack of stuff back. And I put it in the fridge. They already know because at the airport they were like, "We see this all the time."
Yes. Yep. Yep. Yep.
When I first started doing it, they were like, "Oh," but I think people have caught on, and now it's commonplace. But back like 20 years ago, when I first started transporting boudin, they were like, "Why you got all this?" It's like I can't get anywhere else. Now they're like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Just you gotta." The thing is, you have to definitely do it as a carry-on, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put mine in my air fryer because before I used to bake it and then I would microwave it, but air fryer is just, girl, so good.
You
It's almost
understand?
like barbecue, but not quite. But it comes
Mm.
out, the skin is crisp still.
Yes, I like the
So
crispy skin. Hmm.
I do too. That way you can just eat it. It's so good.
Right.
You gotta
Otherwise, I'm
spit down
squeezing it out.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's like the best thing. Ugh. And when you've
Mhm.
been drinking, oh my God, that is the ramen noodles and boudin are the two things that if I, you know how when you drink and you just can never get full of any food, so you eat shitty. Those are
Mhm.
the only two things that can quench my appetite when I've been drinking.
Mm.
If I'm trying to quench it with food, is
Right. Right.
ramen noodles.
Just suck up some of the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So satisfying. Coda does use neighbor spaces. Yeah, we got to get out of here. So let's
Why
sing
my
by
appetite
y'all.
rise?
Hey, well, that's good though because y'all can share the fruits of your labor. Made it back, sat
Nicole,
outside.
Nicole and I, it was about to be outside.
That's the best time. Just make sure you're in shade, okay? I know.
Yeah, protect your
I
skin.
never heard of banana milk. Now I want some.
Yeah, it's good. It's if you look for it in the store, it has a koala on the front of it. I don't know the brand, but I used to buy it.
You probably have to go to a specialty store. You're not gonna be finding that at Walmart or ShopRite. But you never
Hmm.
know. Hubby almost tried to plan a dinner with friends tomorrow. They couldn't make it. Hey,
Okay.
stay home, stay home. I don't like to be out in the streets on holidays because people be doing dumb
Yeah,
stuff.
drive crazy,
Chicken.
popping firecrackers. People be doing some silly stuff here in the U.S. during the holidays.
Oh, Christina's been
Dinners.
barbecuing all weekend long. The hubby is the barbecue man. That's what I'm
Uh,
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. My husband has like a really expensive grill and a smoker, but he doesn't really use them very much. So I wish we would use them more. Maybe we'll later. But they work really well when he does use it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love boudin too. Can't find it here.
Okay.
Gonna have to ask my mom to send some from Texas.
Hmm. You
You
already know.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
been DJ's is my favorite. DJ's is actually made in Beaumont, Texas, which is close to where I was from. So I really enjoy it. You can get boudin shipped, but it costs just as much to ship it as it costs to get it. So if you're going there or have somebody visiting you, I think it's better just to transport it yourself because you
Mhm.
can transport a lot in a backpack personal item / carry on.
Mhm.
And is right, and you know where it's at. You just
Right.
freeze it really. Like what I do is I'll buy it at the beginning of my visit and put it in my sister's fridge and freeze it.
Okay.
And so it's like rock brick hard by the time I'm going to leave. And then I put it like double, triple, quadruple in plastic bags. And then
Mhm.
I wrap it in like in a t-shirt, like a shirt I'm going to
Oh,
take.
okay. To catch the water.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't defrost.
Oh.
By the time I get
Oh.
home, it hasn't defrost because it's solid hard.
Oh.
And the pack that I have, it's like an insulated bag, but it's a bag.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
it's actually an old computer bag, but you know how they have that insulated padding.
Mhm.
But like I said, I put it in the plastic bags and then I wrapped it in the t-shirt. So it's kind of insulated in that compartment like that.
Yeah.
And then I stuff it in my backpack. And then I
Okay.
carry the backpack with me. And it'll still be frozen. Like I'll leave Texas probably like by 6 is when I'll take it out the fridge and leave, maybe even earlier. And
Mhm.
generally I'll arrive home like early evening or something like that, sometimes later, and it's still frozen. It's only been once that it started to defrost, but it was fine. It was still
Right. Right.
hard. And I just put it in the freezer when I get home, but no issues at all. You just got
Mhm.
to make sure that it's frozen solid before
Right.
you leave.
Before you travel with it,
Yeah.
otherwise it may
Put it
taste funny.
and don't put it in your check luggage. I did that once and I was stressed because it's no telling where your luggage go in. Like there's been times that I've had direct flights and somehow my luggage still didn't make it with me. And I'm like, where did you send it?
It's like you have one job to do, just making sure my
Exactly.
stuff got from one point to the other.
Exactly. So yeah, so definitely keep it on your person.
Yeah.
Birthday shot for me.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Shots. Oh, take shots. Yeah, I'm not a shot person. And our beer wine
Mm.
opportunity presents
Oh,
itself.
Ulysses, I didn't know you were a May baby. Okay, May. Well, she's a Gemini May.
There we
Because we're
go.
the Gemini part.
Happy birthday. Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday. Well, I'm gonna work for you, Ulysses, okay?
You
It
know,
makes
my
the
niece
morning
has 2 days off. I was jealous. She would tell me yesterday, she was like, "Yeah, I have a 4 day weekend." I'm like, "How you get that?" But she has a job where, like, if the day that you have off, because she does a 40 hour, it's a 4 days, 10 hours a day
uh-huh.
kind of schedule. If the day that you're not supposed to come to work falls on a holiday, you get the next day off.
That's
So
how
her Monday is the day that she's supposed to be off. So now she got Monday and Tuesday off.
That's one of the things I liked when I was in the military and working for the military. It was always any holiday was always a 4 day weekend. So that was nice.
Wow.
Very sweet. That's why I ended with so much vacation time because I never had to take it.
Mm.
Hey, Leandra, small miracles. Happy almost birthday. Happy birthday. Happy early Memorial Day to everybody. We're going to be getting out of here. Thank y'all for lifting my mood. It's been very pleasant. I hope y'all have a great day. Stay warm, stay sane. Have a good Memorial Day tomorrow. I'm working, so have some shots and barbecue for me. And on Tuesday, I will be back for sprints. Okay. Wednesday, Thursday, not going back to, oh, girl.
Wow.
Always nice. Okay. I'm happy for you right there.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Shalisa, what do you have going on?
Nothing much. I did a video yesterday, which was for a book tag.
I saw
How we
it.
rate our books, book tag. Yes, I was tagged by Nicole. She's in the live chat right now. So I finally did that video. Doing a sprint on Thursday, and I'm working on a book review for Pinata by Leopoldo Gallitz. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, and a rant. I'm gonna do that on the podcast. So if you feel
Ooh.
like listening, I'm gonna do that for Direwood. I am so sorry, Keita. If you are still in the comments, I did not like that book. I did not like that book. It was okay, aggressively okay, but she can see my notes on Storycraft.
Aggressively.
Aggressively okay.
Okay.
What about
Well,
you?
I have sprint on Tuesday and hope to have a video on Saturday if I get enough time to film. So
Mhm.
that's it. That's it. That's all I got. All right, let me get out of here. I'm already behind time. Thank y'all all for coming. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Have a beautiful day.